What up? What up, guys? What's poppin', everybody? What up, James? What up, Miata boy? What up, M Gal? What up, Tuxedo? What up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Damn, bro, if these fucking headphones that I've been using aren't gonna work, that's gonna piss me off. What up, James? What up, Miata boy? God damn, bro. What up, M Gal? What up, Tuxedo? What up, every? My bad on that little glitch that just happened, but at least my headphones working. But yes, welcome back to all the returning viewers. We have some good topics to react to today, but you know the main headline is Mr. John Pork is fucked. Mr. John Pork is fucked. All right, he never coming back to the U.S. and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Double shout out there. Shout out everybody. R.I.P. MMA Guru. R.I.P. to the Guru. Shout out Tuxedo Mask for the $2 donation. Always appreciated, brother. Always appreciated. All right, before I get into this story, man, I'm about to give just a quick preface. I'm about to give NYPD at least 5 suspects to arrest, press charges against, legally prosecute, whatever you want to call it. I'm about to give NYPD 5 fucking faces, all right? But before I do that, let me post the link to the story. Make sure we can get some of the other boys in here. Oh, and also, I had a Discord already. Shout out MGal, check DM, sent you a photo of Cali Kush I'm smoking. All right, MGal, check it out. What was I about to say? Oh, that's right. You guys were asking me to start a Discord. I already had one going, so I just basically like reactivated it. I created it like a few years ago, and I never used it. So I'll give you guys the link for the Discord, and then we can talk off stream. Cause I see you guys in here. Welfare check on Castro, late again, upcoming. So shit, if you guys got questions about when the stream's starting, that's what the Discord is gonna be for. Also, because yesterday some people were trying to drop links in the chat for the conversation we were speaking on with Bryce Mitchell and Charlie Kirk. So, you can't drop links in the chat unless you're a mod and shit like that. So that's what the Discord's also for. Drop links so I can react to it. You guys can inform me of stuff going on. So stuff like that. Okay, MGal says I don't have Discord. I'll have to make account. Jacob Helen news dropped today. Miata boy, inform me, homie. Inform me. Wait, should I drop the Discord link right now? Give me a second. Because, Miata boy, I know some news dropped today, but I feel like hella news didn't drop today. I feel like it was a slow news day, but shit, if you got some stories for us, I can cover them. Give me a minute, though. Let me find out what the title is. What's the title of the day? NYPD investigating UFC 322 Brawl. Okay. Jon Jones meets Kadyrov and more. And I know you boys roasted me for being late, but shit, I tried to be on time today for you boys. Okay, so Tuxedo asking me, you said you think Ali Abdelaziz is a different kind of Muslim than Khabib and Makhachev, but I look it up and find no information, brother. Why you say this? I said that, Tuxedo Mask, because I watched this video of them explaining the Sunnis and the Shiites, right? I think that's what you were... I think that's the names of them. And simply put, like I said, I just It's almost a guess, but simply put, I think one of the two, right? There's like Abubakar, right, who is obviously Habib's cousin or brother's named after. So that was like one of the leaders for one of the either the Sunnis or the Shiites, Abubakar. But then the leader on the other side was like Ali. So I'm just saying I kind of connected it because Ali is like a different type of Muslim name than Khabib's religion. That's why I said it. Tuxedo. And it seems like, they did name Khabib's family named him after like the certain Muslim that they identify with. So I just kind of would assume, you know what I mean? It would go the same for Ali Abdelaziz. Dropping the link. And then we will get started. Shout out to everybody watching. Go ahead and like the video. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe. Live every day. And we coming for that top spot. It's official. We coming for that top spot. It's official. What was the song I wanted to put for the day? Oh yeah, Zero IQ. Okay, let me just mute this real quick. Ret Nose, yo, what up, Ret Nose? Mgal just subbed, shout out. So Tuxedo saying, Ali is Egyptian, which means he is almost certainly Sunni, which is what Khabib and Makhachev are. Or Makhachev. Okay, Tuxedo, I'll show you the video that I watched later in the stream, all right? I don't want to, some of these boys in here are here for some other news. But later in the stream, Tuxedo, I will play the video I watched and we can react to it together. Shit, let me mute myself real quick. Okay, so I got the link posted. I love it, boys. I love it. I used to have to fucking wait around for the stream to fill up. Now it's popping right away. Shout out to all you boys. All right. All right. Let me read some chats. I see you guys are already popping. Hey, Tuxedo, mi amigo, Perry Punch. That's right, homie. That's right. Pack Dillon out. I don't have Discord, but I'll make one. Mgal says Patty Toporia January. Mgal, we gonna react to that. I got a clip of Ariel that I need to react to. I absolutely have to react to. And it's pertaining to our debate we had on Sunday night, boys. Okay? Ariel has entered the chat into our debate, and he's on your guys' side. And you guys know I'm not on your side about that. I want Patty versus Ilya. Ariel wants Ilya versus Arman. That's what I got to react to. Got to have John Pork in the title. Yes, sir. Okay, Miata Boy, here's some topics he's giving us right now. Miata Boy says, Sean Brady possibly moving to 155. I saw that. We're going to react to that. Gene Silva versus Arnold Allen reported to be headliner for UFC 324. The fuck? Reported by Full Violence? Shit. If it's reported by Full Violence, I don't believe it. But, and on top of that, like, Gene Silva versus Arnold Allen, headliner for UFC 324. Are we just like leaving behind title fights for numbered cards in 2025 or what? Shit, we're entering the big 2026, boys. I don't think we should start making numbered cards non-title fights in the big 26. Shout out to Rhett Knows. I got the big 26 from Rhett. Hell yeah, here for the come up. Let's go, James. Let's go. Unbroken, where are my comments going? Shit, I haven't seen any Unbroken. Drizzy Goat, bro, that Ollie manager is a rat. It's a joke to even think Usman is in the discussion for a title shot at 170. He is trash. Hey, Kamaru Usman ain't even a part of the conversation, Drizzy Goat. You're 100% right. Waldo pushing to be on UFC 323. Okay, we can take a look at that. They only doing this because New York has a Muslim mayor. That's why. Shit, so that mayor is not going to prosecute these boys or what? I want Team Makhachev to be held accountable. Unbroken's comments are getting deleted. Homie, I don't know why. Maybe you gotta misspell the words if you're saying something controversial. Jacob Castro, GOAT. Shout out MGal. I appreciate it. It's the drone. Okay, so Rhett's talking about drone strikes and shit like that. Rhett, this is what I need you guys to do, though. Can I drop a link in the chat? Because I gotta fucking, like I said, boys, I created a Discord for you guys to send me stuff. You know what I mean? So I can get more knowledge on some of this stuff. Hold on. Copy this link. I'm going to send it to my email and then I'm going to paste it in the chat. Sorry, boys, just bear with me a little bit. I'm trying to get you guys the Discord link. Okay, I'm going to drop it in the chat. And this is how you guys can communicate with me better on Discord. And I'll also let you guys know when I'm going live a few hours ahead of time. So go tap in on Discord. Damn, Unbroken's tweets are getting deleted when he says Dagestan. As soon as you fucking misspell it, I can see it. Alright. I'm sorry, Unbroken. I don't know why. M-Gal wants to fucking party with me in Miami. Shit. Alright, M-Gal. If I'm ever in Miami, I got a connection, alright? Okay, so Rhett's talking about, to sum up what I was trying to say, apparently there's this guy named Quentin Natharo who had like organized drones and shit like that across Europe, and bro's getting cooked for it. I got you, okay. I'm pinning the Discord link. So, once again, guys, go tap into that. And then you said they were labeled as visual anomalies. And Rhett, I'm just curious, what does this pertain to exactly? Like, does this pertain to Israel or like Charlie Kirk or anything like that? Or what does this exactly pertain to? Just curious. We could do Patty versus Armand. Winner gets Ilya. We're going to get into that, Drizzy Goat. That's probably the most passionate topic I got for you guys today. We having a little pre-Thanksgiving party for anyone in New York City with no family. East Village, if anyone wants to come. Shout out Unbroken. Shout out to you, Unbroken. That's real, homie. That's real right there. Okay. Damn. All right. So, Mayor Eric Adams of New York has announced today that the NYPD is investigating the in-crowd brawl that took place between Dillon Danis and Islam Makhachev at UFC 322. All right? Here's what he said. And you know I just gotta fucking rub it in, bro. Homie was doing an interview the day after. This dude is fucking retarded. Okay? Absolutely fucking retarded. Showing off his fucking knuckles. So here it is, homie. You so proud of it, you think you did nothing wrong because Dillon was talking shit to you online, and you think you're allowed to do that here in the States? Okay, I was waiting for this moment. I couldn't wait to fucking screenshot this and put this on the fucking thumbnail, homie. I couldn't wait. And finally, today was the day I got that shit. And then I also got this one of you too. Caught red fucking handed, John Pork. Caught red fucking handed, homie. Punching on Dillon Danis with 8 of your other homies. Showing off your knuckle the next day. NYPD coming after your ass. You better not come back here. You better not fucking come back. All the evidence is there. Okay? Self-snitching at its finest, James Steele. Self-snitching at its finest, bro. These boys don't know because they're from fucking Dagestan. They think that shit's different over here. You feel me? Or they think shit's the same over here. It's way fucking different. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to read my caption just so you guys know where I stand on this shit. I said revoke all of their visas. We don't want them back. They have a complete lack of accountability. This is the 3rd time they've done this in the U.S. Nate Diaz Brawl, Conor McGregor Brawl, and Dillon Danis Brawl. They are the common denominator and should be banned for life. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at this stuff. Like I said, I'm about to give the NYPD 5 fucking suspects to arrest or criminally prosecute, and I don't give a fuck. All right. Here we go. Eric Adams says, these assaults at Madison Square Garden are completely unacceptable. The NYPD is already conducting a full investigation, and everyone responsible will be held accountable. Everyone. All right? Keyword fucking everyone. Tuxedo Mask bro's the new guru. Thank you, Tuxedo Mask, once again for the $2 donut, homie. And I just got to say this, right? I don't want to toot my own horn too much. But after reacting to that fucking MMA Guru video last night, boys, I mean, bro, honestly, Guru don't got shit on me, I feel like. Guru don't got shit on me. But anyway, we coming for the top spot. And shout out Tuxedo Mask once again. Anyway, here's this Baldy, All right, number one, we got Baldy punching up on Dillon Danis, okay? So let's get this guy arrested. If you guys know these guys' names, drop it in the fucking chat, okay? But Baldy, suspect number one, arrest this dude. This dude was attacking like multiple people, okay? Multiple fucking people. Number one suspect is Baldy. Guru ain't him. He ain't the guy. He ain't the guy, Tuxedo. He ain't the fucking guy, bro. I'm the fucking guy. Anyway. Enough of Guru. We got bigger things to fucking worry about. Okay? So here we got video evidence of John Pork punching on Dillon Danis. Okay? Here, slow-mo for you guys, just so you can really see it. Okay? Slow-mo. John Pork punching on Dillon Danis. Arrest him. Look at this dipshit Baldy. Okay, dipshit Baldy coming in, grabbing Dillon Danis by the shirt, and then he's going to go ahead and punch on him. And I caught this dude in 4K. I got this dude in 4K on video. Just wait, it's on another slide. But I got this dude in 4K. All right, 4K. But I'm just showing you guys. That's Baldy right here. Okay? Now look at this one. We got Baldy again. Every slide, Baldy's in assaulting people. Okay? Baldy just got done kicking him. Baldy just got done kicking Danis. Okay? Now security's pushing Baldy back in his stupid ass fucking outfit. They're pushing Baldy back. Baldy's gonna go on to assault another man and open palm slap him. Okay? Oh, and by the way, this is Esed. I got a perfect screenshot of his face that we're going to get to in just a second. But this is Esed, this is Baldy, and they're about to assault this man right here. Okay? They're about to assault this man right here. So let's get this man arrested, NYPD. Let's get this man arrested, NYPD. And let's get John Pork fucking arrested, NYPD. Now this guy in the little top hat over here, he's also a part of Team Makhachev. Okay? I don't see any video evidence of him punching on someone, but shit. He might need to get arrested too if he was punching on someone. Okay? Now watch Baldy and Esed clearly assault this guy in 4K. Watch him. Assault. Assault. Okay? Both of these guys guilty. And just for the record, Esed is the man who scaled the octagon and punched Conor for the Khabib fight. After the Khabib fight. Okay? That's what I've been hearing. Should I just pull up video evidence? Maybe I just need to pull up video evidence. Let's see it. Conor McGregor cage brawl. Okay? Conor McGregor cage brawl. Let's take a look at this. I just accused Esed of being the one to scale the octagon and start assaulting Conor, right? So let's see it. Look at this. Khabib scaled the cage to attack Dillon Danis, but Dillon Danis gets the fucking blame for this. Whoever blames Dillon Danis for this shit, fucking retarded. So here's Conor. Conor's over here. What's his name's punching on him? Abubakar. That's a said right there. This is a said. This is a said. Caught red fucking handed. Caught red fucking handed. A said punching up on Conor. Punching up on Conor. Okay? Same dude. Same dude who just pushed this dude by the fucking neck. An innocent fucking bystander. I don't give a fuck if he was there with Dillon Danis. Okay? Clearly dude in the jean jacket don't know how to fucking fight. And here Esed is pushing him by the fucking neck. Esed also the same guy who scaled the fucking octagon and punched up on Conor. Get rid of these dudes. Get fucking rid of these dudes. We don't want them fucking back, man. We don't want them fucking back. There's more. Okay, here's Baldy caught in 4K. Check out Baldy in 4K right here. Look at Baldy, completely out of his fucking mind, punching on Dillon fucking Danis like there's gonna be no repercussions for it. Homie, I can't wait to see your fucking mugshot. And there's fucking John Pork right there, okay? Look at his head. Or not, that's not his head, that's just Baldy. Dumbass fucking Baldy. Okay? Out of his fucking mind. So that's Baldy in 4K. Alright? Here's another video. Now look at these guys. These guys are just outrageous. Okay, so far we got Baldy, we got Ised, and we got John Pork. Okay, these are the three we got. Let's continue. I got more fucking suspects for the NYPD. Okay? Send this video in. Unbroken, you said you live in New York? Send this shit in. If fucking Soda Pop's in the chat, send this shit in, homie. Send this shit in to them. I got 3 suspects already. We got more. There's John Pork getting escorted. Okay, this dude right here. Fucking freeze frame on homie. Right fucking here. Okay? This is Jean Jacket dude who all of Team Makhachev is beating up on. Okay? Now this dude's gonna kick this dude. Boom! Kicks him in the fucking face. Arrest his ass. Arrest his motherfucking ass. Oh! This dude just got punched again up on the side by another fucking stupid ass motherfucker from Team Makhachev. Another one. Another one. We're on 5 now. We got 5. I promised you guys at least 5, didn't I? I just hit the fucking mark. We got 5 guys to arrest. Look at him. Punching up on him. Look at this dude. This fucking idiot, bro. This fucking dumb ass motherfucker. Out of his fucking mind. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Honestly. Look at him still trying to pull through the fucking security. Still trying to pull through the security. You guys have no remorse. You have no accountability. You are either never coming back to the US or you're coming back and getting criminally prosecuted. And then your visas your visas are getting revoked too. Your visas are getting revoked too. You come into the States, you cause problems, not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. Look at this dumb fuck. Everyone pulling him back. Look at this dude hugging the security guards, okay? Clearly he want no smoke and these guys are just bullying his ass. Straight up bullies. Now look at Ised. Ised's gonna come in here, trying to play innocent, grab this guy's legs, throw him over the railing, and then Ised's gonna put his hands up. Ised's gonna put his hands up. Act like he ain't not doing nothing, like he's innocent. Same dude who scaled the octagon and punched John Connor. Same dude who just assaulted Jean Jacket by grabbing him by the neck and fucking shoving him. Don't put your hands on him. Look at old ass Ised, gray beard Ised. I might have to knock this dude the fuck out myself. I might have to knock this dude the fuck out myself. Old ass gray beard Ised. You want smoke, homie? If you want the fucking smoke, then let's give him some fucking smoke. Mr. Graybeard. It's ESED, tuxedo mask. Ised with an E. Graybeard thinks he's fucking tough, bro. I'm gonna have to knock this dude the fuck out. Honestly. He thinks he's so fucking tough. Graybeard, you're old as fuck, bro. Stay the fuck out of this. Stay the fuck out of it. Old as fuck. Look at him, shoving him. Then he turns around. See how he turns around? Looking all old and scared and innocent, puts his hands up. Oh, put my hands up. No, dude. You're fucking going towards all the fucking issues and causing issues. Now you're putting your hands up? You're a fraud, bro. You're a fraud, and I trust you the least out of anybody. That's why I screenshotted your fucking face and I put it in this post. Because everyone needs to know you should never fucking come back here. You are a liability. Look at Ised. He's allowed to stay. Look at him. He's allowed to fucking stay. Putting his hands up. Saying, oh, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. But you just got done assaulting multiple fucking people. You deserve to be socked in the fucking gray ass beard you got on. That's what you deserve. And if I was one of Dillon's homies, I would have socked you in that gray beard. 100,000%. 100,000%. Here's John fucking Pork self-snitching at its finest. Okay? Here's fucking John Pork self-snitching at its fucking finest, boys. At its fucking finest. Shit, if this guy concerned himself with the slightest bit of American culture, he would have known fucking better than do some stupid ass fucking shit like this. But these guys, they think they can come to the US, completely ignore American culture. Listen, we don't give a fuck about your culture, homie. We don't give a fuck about it. It would behoove you to start learning some of the fucking US laws and our culture here. Beginning with self-snitching. Beginning with self-snitching. Alright, let's watch this. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick when I hit play on this, okay?
Потому что на фотографии видно.
Да, вот здесь чуть царапина. Об зуб, походу, я не знаю, куда. И этим тоже чуть вот здесь попало ему, вот чуть шишка появилась.
Я надеюсь, ты же только в него попадал, ты там не кому-то, так скажем,
Не-не-не, охрана не попал, хоть хорошо. Никого не попал.
понятно.
Только его бил, и все.
Но сейчас единственное
Он
есть...
реально, это я считаю, даже это мало. Извиняюсь, что перебил, но это и мало для него. За его поступки это мало. Такие вещи не прощаются. За каждое слово ты должен отвечать. У нас такие стереотипы, что ты сказал, ты должен за свои слова ответить. Но он... Ну, это для них, видишь, у них, я не знаю, как они живут здесь. Что хотят, говорят, могут семью задеть. И для них это ничего. А для нас все, каждое слово, это все для нас святое, и нужно отвечать.
А ты же кулак даже разбил.
Good for you, brother. You thought that you justified it and you thought that that was a suffice explanation, but all that was a self-admission of guilt that you did that to Dillon. You even showed off your fucking bloody knuckle, you dip fuck. You even showed off your bloody knuckle. Explained why you did it, the reason why you did it. Hey, listen, that same explanation, I want you to say that shit in court, homie. I want you to say that shit in court, okay? Say that shit in court and see what fucking happens. You stupid motherfucker. Okay? Oh, if it wasn't bad enough, here he is posting on his own damn story, the bloody knuckle, right, flexing it. Then he got Dillon Danis right here. I mean, he did this. He put this shit on his own story. He's so proud of it. He's so stupid is what he is. He's so fucking stupid is what he is. Ah, there he is. Take a look at that smug ass fucking arrogant face. Okay? Take a good look at this face, boys. NYPD. NYPD, you got this? This man's name is Esed. E-S-E-D. Okay? You guys let me know if you need any more information on him. We'll find it. Me in the chat, we'll find it. Especially now with the power of the Discord, boys. Especially now with the power of the Discord. And whoever is in the chat, I know I see some of the boys agreeing with me. I see some people disagreeing with me. Shit. Whoever disagrees with me, I don't give a fuck. So, I just got done telling you guys, right, that John Pork is super fucking proud of himself. He's bragging about it, posting on his story, doing interviews. Islam Makhachev at least knows the fucking difference, right? But even Islam started off by fucking justifying it, acting like it's all on the up and up because Dillon dissed him online. I don't give a fuck if Dillon dissed him online. That's not fucking that's not how it works here in the US. Okay? And then after that, Islam gets asked a follow-up question, and then Islam starts to shy away from the brawl and he doesn't want to talk about it because it clicked in his head. His boys are about to face charges in the U fucking S of A. All right. Let's listen to fucking Islam.
When you talk about someone like last 5 years you talk about someone, when you meet them, как будет ты должен отвечать за свои слова?
You have to answer to what you said.
You have to answer what you said, you know. And today, I don't think he answered, you know. And he still say a lot of bad things about our team, and today he coming and somebody just meet him. He talk about this guy's bad, and today the guys just meet him. That's it.
Danis said he's banned from UFC.
Damn, my bad. Okay, I was muted. Let me re-explain it one more time. Islam Makhachev is over here saying that Dillon Danis, he's justifying it, saying you got to answer for all this bullshit, blah, 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 right? You got to answer for it. When you say stuff online, you got to answer for it. Well, listen, we don't give a fuck about your traditions or whatever the fuck goes on in Dagestan. You're here in America, and the way it works in America is when you assault someone with 10 of your fucking goons, okay, you got to answer for that in the court of fucking law. That's what you got to do. You got to answer for that in the court of fucking law. So good for you that you think that you're allowed to do this here, but you're not. And actually, you guys are the ones who got to answer for your fucking actions in the fucking court of law.
UFC events for life, so he'll never be back to one.
He have to ban from this country also.
Apparently, Chanko
How ironic.
landed.
How ironic. He says he has to be banned from this country also. Guess who's getting banned from this country, boys? Guess who's getting banned from this country, boys? You already know who I think is getting banned from this country. All of Team Makhachev is getting banned from this country. You don't get to come over to our fucking country, commit assault on our citizens, right? And just be welcome back. And that's why I don't give a fuck what JP Fishing got to say, okay, boys? That's why I don't give a fuck what JP Fishing got to say. Because whatever JP Fishing got to say, fucking wrong. Fucking wrong, okay? Everybody know that in the chat right now. Whatever JP Fishing got to say, shit. He don't know what the fuck to say. Because he's trying to defend fucking Team Makhachev for clearly assaulting one fucking man. Why don't they run the one-on-ones then? I wouldn't be saying shit if John Pork fucking walked up to Dillon Danis, squared up, and they just started scrapping. I wouldn't say shit. Castro, don't lie, you would chin a motherfucker for a Five Guys meal? I would. I would. Especially if it was a said. If it was the last burger on earth, right, and it was me and a said, shit, Graybeard's going down. Graybeard is going fucking down. But picking up where we left off on this video, I want to say it one more time. Islam goes ahead and says Dillon Danis needs to be banned from this country. Nice choice of words, homie, because that's exactly what's going to happen to your fucking team, you dip fuck.
The cleanest shots in Dillon Danis. Do you think that would make him more of a star?
Champa is a good striker, you know. Let's don't talk about when you.
Don't talk about this bullshit guy. The room's going to start smelling like shit. I'll finish off his fucking sentence for you. Alright, and then we got Dip Fuck Ali. Good old Dip Fuck Ali. More justification. That's why I say they have zero accountability. Because we got Islam thinking they're in the right. We got John Pork doing interviews thinking he's in the right. And we got Ali Abdelaziz going ahead and fucking defending it too, thinking he's in the right. Making fucking tweets. Literally admitting guilt. Self-snitching at its fucking finest. Dip Fuck Ali. Last night at the fight was an unfortunate situation. In this internet world we live in, people think they can say anything, do anything, and bully others without consequences. But you have to understand, when you do something, you will be held accountable for it. Your words and actions towards people have a price. This is the same reason so many children around the world get bullied. Nobody holds the bullies accountable. Oh my god, how fucking ironic. How fucking ironic. Your words and actions towards people have a price. Yes, they do, Ali, and your fucking fighters will pay the fucking price. The ultimate fucking price. The ultimate price. They will either get criminally prosecuted or their visas will be revoked. And I know they will because I'm fucking making this video right now. And this is going to help out the NYPD, okay? But just so fucking ironic, these fucking guys acting like they're in the right with these types of words. They're saying, your words and actions towards people have a price. Yes, they do. You're 100% right. R.I.P. John Pork. This is the same reason why so many children around the world get bullied. Nobody holds the bullies accountable. We're about to. We're about to hold your bullies accountable. Ased and fucking Baldy, who are bullying that fucking kid with the jean jacket on. For no fucking reason. You could tell through the fucking camera lens that that dude was a softie. And here they are, beating up on him because they couldn't run the fade with fucking me. That's why. That's why. If I fucking saw them in person, they wouldn't do that to me. They would know better. But they identified, just like I did, that Jean Jacket was fucking soft and wouldn't do shit, and they bullied him and exploited him and started punching on him. Not one of them, not two of them, not three of them, but four of them. Four of them punching on Jean Jacket. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. I just showed you guys. They're the fucking bullies. These guys are the fucking bullies. And especially with this team, they are some of the most respectful and honorable people you will ever meet, but don't cross the line. If you do, you will face the consequences of your actions. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are admitting all this. God bless you. Have a nice day. All right, Ali. So that is that whole situation. I'm sure you guys fucking love that. Okay, I'm sure you guys love that. Tough in numbers, 100%, James. Tough in fucking numbers. Run the fucking one-on-one fade. Danis talked shit in his own country and got beat up. Yeah, and Team Makhachev is going to pay the ultimate price, Mr. JP Fishing. Okay? We reached out to Khabib about this issue and he tried to sell us some crypto scams. Banning a citizen is a retarded take. Yeah, I don't know who's saying that. Oh yeah, Islam was saying that. That's right. Islam was saying that. I got you, Unbroken. And then Eric says, Makhachev trying to talk about who should be banned from the country when he's tied to a Chechen warlord. Shit, you can't make this shit up, can you, boys? You can't make this shit up, can you, boys? Shout out to everyone watching, by the way. Shout out to everyone watching. James Steele says, Castro went off camera to punch the air. Shit. I got parched. I got parched from all that fucking yelling. I am gonna knock his ass out. I'm gonna knock Asad's ass out, bro. Fuck Asad. Asad is the one who pisses me off the most. And Baldy. I would run the fade with Baldy and Asad in the same fucking night. In the same fucking night. Baldy can be on all the fucking testosterone he wants to. It ain't gonna help his ass. Now, I figure this topic's pretty much over, boys. I covered it very thoroughly. But, maybe we can just see if there's an article on MMA fighting. And we can explore it and see if there's any extra news. Probably not, though. You know what I mean? I probably just gave you guys more information than we'll even find in this video. But just to cover all the bases, let's read it. MMA fighting goes... Dana White promised he wasn't pressing charges against Dillon Danis for a brawl that exploded out of the crowd at UFC 322, but that doesn't mean police won't still go after everybody involved in the melee. That's according to outgoing New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who took to social media to blast the bad behavior that happened at the event in Madison Square Garden. That included Danis and numerous members of Islam Makhachev's team. The wild brawl broke out during the event, with Danis eventually being removed from the arena, but no arrests were made at the time. We already been read through this quote, so no need to do that. Of course, before becoming mayor, Adams was a 22-year veteran with the New York City Police Department. It remains to be seen if any charges are filed, with everybody involved in the brawl being a fighter, although most are not actually signed to the UFC. Adams' term is also coming to an end in January, with new mayor Zoran Mamdani being sworn into office after winning the November election. God damn it. God damn it. This dude gotta be Muslim. We're fucked if this dude's Muslim. We're fucked if this dude's Muslim. Adams better get himself a fucking conviction before the end of January. Adams got basically a little bit more than 2 months to get himself a conviction or to revoke their visas. Okay? I'm letting you know right now, Adams. I know you're gonna watch this. Okay? You got till the end of January, homie. I'm sure you already know that. But if you don't know, Zoran Mamdani, okay, if he happens to be Muslim, we're fucked. That said, White actually took responsibility for the brawl after UFC 322 ended because he didn't remove Danis from the crowd after learning that he was attending the event after buying his own ticket. Guess who didn't buy their own tickets, boys? Guess who probably didn't buy their own tickets? Team Makhachev. Dana White goes, I blame myself for that actually. They came back and told me right before I walked out for the main card that Dillon Danis was here and he was moving around and sitting in fighter seats and not sitting in his own seat, that he had a ticket. They said, do you want us to throw him out of here? I said, he has a ticket? They said, yeah. They told me George Masvidal said he's going to fuck him up on site. I said, where is Masvidal sitting? Well, he's 6 or 7 rows away from Masvidal. Shout out 6'7". I said, well, if the guy has a ticket, let him sit in his seat and let him do what he's doing and keep an eye on him. It never even crossed my mind, as stupid as this could be, that the entire Muslim Brotherhood was here tonight in the first 5 rows for Islam. As soon as it broke out, I was over on the other side, and I go, fuck, I know exactly what that is. I knew it. White then declared that Danis was banned from attending all future UFC events, but stated that the promotion wasn't going to seek to press charges against him. Obviously, Adams has other ideas after promising an investigation is ongoing into the brawl. So shout out to you, Mr. Mayor Adams. I've done my due diligence for you. Jacob the Punisher Castro. That's a good name. That's a good name. I'm gonna have to punish fucking Ased's dumbass. He think he tough. Okay, Ased. Let's find out, Ased. Let's run the ones, Ased. See how tough you are. Khabib's crew wouldn't do shit in Russia either. Putin wants his money. That's true. That's true. Shit, now they can't go to Russia. Now they can't come back to the US. They're just burning all their bridges. Imagine if he was in Russia, he wouldn't do shit. Acting like Danis didn't know what was about to happen. Doesn't matter, JP. Don't matter at all. That's what I knew. I knew whatever JP got to say, 90% of it don't even fucking matter. He really JP Fishing really thinks saying acting like Danis didn't know what was about to happen is supposed to change anything. JP Fishing, send that same quote to Team Makhachev and tell them to use it in court. See what happens. See what happens. You should be their legal representation. I bet you'll get them fucking an extra 5 years. I bet you'd get them an increased sentence, homie. With your stupid ass logic. Honestly. Unbroken says, meanwhile, Ali bullies everyone. You acting like it hasn't been a rivalry since Conor vs. Khabib. Another stupid ass fucking comment by JP Fishing. Go ahead and send that over to Team Makhachev and tell them to explain that in court as their justification for what they did. Go tell Team Makhachev to, when they get asked why they assaulted Dillon, right, to go ahead and explain it and be like, well, we've been beefing since Conor vs. Khabib. You dip fuck. My God. Give me more. Give me more, JP, please. 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 Okay. Shout out Rhett Nose, by the way. Rhett Nose on some completely other topic right now. Shout out to Rhett Nose. All right. I had to clear up some tabs real quick. Okay, so what's JP Fishing with rage bait? I don't know if he's rage baiting or just retarded, Tyler Betts. You tell me. I'm not sure what it is with JP Fishing. Either he retarded or he rage baiting. Shit, homie. You still got a chance to save yourself, JP. All you got to say is you're rage baiting. That's all you got to say to save yourself. But if you're not rage baiting, I think it's safe to say you might be low-key retarded, homie. I'm looking at the next topic. Man, I wish this topic wouldn't end, though. I had such a good time just ranting about that. I feel better now. Okay, I want to get to the most interesting topics of the day. Yes, Miata Boy. Thank you, Miata Boy. Miata Boy goes, we've been beefing since Conor versus Khabib, and oh yeah, we also started the beef slapping Conor's friend. And exactly, bro. Exactly. JP Fishing. We love it, homie. We love it, JP Fishing. Keep it coming, homie. Keep it coming. Keep it fucking coming. Tyler Betts, I don't know, just joined. He might be retarded, LOL. He 100% is Tyler Betts. Shout out Tyler Betts. Good to see Tyler Betts in the chat. What up, Jew? Islam and them moving like terrorists. It gotta get shut down. Shit, I didn't say it. Jew said it. Jew said it. Creamy Vuitton, rage baiting. Shit, I ain't rage baiting. You gotta be talking about JP. Unbroken says JP definitely owns 5 fleshlights, including the Khabib special editions. JP, where you at, homie? Where you at? Where you at? Make yourself known, homie. You don't just get to disappear like that out of nowhere. Okay, next topic. If you guys want me to just continue ranting, this is the best next topic, okay? Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani letting his personal feud with Paddy Pimblett get in his way of keeping it down the middle. I swear to God, boys, I might be the only, and I'm speaking about Guru when I say this, I might be the only non-biased person in the fucking game. JP Fishing says he had it coming. Yes, you did have it coming, homie. You did. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, I feel like I might be the only fucking person who keeps it down the middle in this whole game, and yes, MMA Guru is included in that. Ariel Helwani over here letting his personal beef with Paddy Pimblett get in the way of keeping it a buck. All right, so let's watch it. Even Ariel's fucking producers disagree with him. That's how we all know, okay? Even Ariel's producers, both of them. Shout out New York Rick. I love New York Rick, to be honest with you. I think me and New York Rick cut from the same cloth. You feel me? Me and New York Rick, every time I think about, oh, damn, Ariel sounds like a fucking idiot, New York Rick comes in and fucking says exactly what I'm thinking. So shout out New York Rick. And shout out Connor Burks, too. So let's go ahead and watch this. You see the thumbnail, Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan must be next. Now, I know a lot of you guys agree with this take, but regardless, I'm about to go in on Ariel for this take.
Oh,
I'm walking one back. Okay, so guys,
Yeah.
I have to say, mea culpa.
oh,
I'm walking one back. So for
Okay.
all the haters out there, I'm walking one back.
tell us.
We did the post show on Saturday, and I said, all right, first event, Paramount Plus, it's less than 2 months away now. Well, that's actually 2 months from today, believe it or not. January 24th, 2026, Las Vegas, T-Mobile. That's the rumor. They haven't announced anything yet, so they could throw us a curveball, right? Just like this thing, they could throw it just like this, flick of the wrist. I said, you've got Ilia, he hasn't fought since June. You've got Paddy, he hasn't fought since April. There's the history there, there's the beef. Like, that is the perfect fight to start this thing. Put that on Paramount Plus, watch the subs just skyrocket, right? After doing some, now, and I said multiple times, I said, please, I want to be very clear. I am not saying that Paddy deserves this more than Arman, but I'm just saying because he hasn't fought, because Ilia hasn't fought, and I suspect they want to get into a training camp. If they haven't even started one already, I suspect they're going to want to announce this, get rolling with the promotion. There's a lot of history there. And you have Arman sit in the front row and you say he is next. Like, let's get some decorum here. Let's start figuring out who's next. What's the pecking order? People misunderstood what I was trying to say. There's like, what? You're saying Paddy above Arman? No, I'm not saying. But if you watch...
You guys did that to me. And I stood my fucking base, boys. I stayed 10 toes down on my opinion. And at least I think you boys can respect that. You feel me? Look at Ariel. He reading the comment section, then changing his fucking mind. Look at him. You boys said the same shit to me, and I stood on my fucking point.
Fighting for more than 6 months, you understand that a lot of this is based on timing, not always on merit. Number one contender is without a doubt, without question, Arman Tsarukyan, but timing. Come to find out, it sounds, at least as of now, and I'm not reporting this as definitively, but it sounds, at least as of now, that that fight isn't scheduled, believe it or not, for the January PLE, if you will. Still not sure what to call it. Are we calling it pay-per-view still? What are we calling these?
Numbered event.
I don't feel like it rolls off the tongue.
For the record, because I feel like, Ariel's being slightly disingenuous and almost trying to squeak this by, so I gotta fucking call him on it. I don't think anyone thought Ilya versus Paddy is happening in January. I don't think anyone thinks that. We all want it to happen in January, but I don't think anyone thinks it's happening in January, Ariel. I think it's happening earliest February or March, okay? Unless, because Ariel does mention that there's like an Australia card. I'm not sure if that's in March or April, but yes, if it is the Australia card in March, this fight has to happen in January or February.
That's what it's called.
It sounds like that's not the plan. What I'm hearing, the plan is front runner, Kayla versus Amanda. Now, could they do both? Sure, of course. Why not? But I'm not hearing that that's a part of the mix. And so if that's not a part of the mix, if it's not Paddy versus Ilya, scrap those plans. We got to move on. It's got to be Arman versus Ilya. Because the next one is Sydney. And now we're talking about, and obviously it's not happening there. Now we're talking about March. There's no way. Arman versus Ilya is...
Okay, so it sounds like he's saying Sydney is in February, March is back in the U.S. March is back in the U.S. But again, he's also saying that Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes, which I've been saying too, that shit ain't good enough. That shit ain't good enough to headline a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Fuck no, it's not. Nobody cares about that fight. I know some of you guys do. Anyway, he's saying Kayla versus Amanda is not good enough to headline UFC 324 by itself. And if Paddy versus Ilya isn't booked yet, we should just go with Ilya versus Arman. Listen, Ariel, if Ilya is going to accept the fight in January, it's not like Paddy would turn the fight down in January. The UFC just needs to offer it. So I don't know what the fuck your reasoning is for being like, no, we got to scratch Paddy versus Ilya and just do Arman versus Ilya in January. Because Paddy versus Ilya hasn't been booked yet for January. That shit makes no sense, bro. That shit makes no fucking sense. If they offer Ilya the fight with Arman, they should offer Ilya the fight with Paddy first. If Paddy happens to turn it down for January or March, which I fucking 100% doubt he would ever fucking do, then okay, we can go Ilya versus Arman as the plan B. But your logic here is stupid as fuck, bro. You're basically saying just because Ilya versus Paddy hasn't been booked yet, we got to move on from it and go Ilya versus Arman on the same January or March card? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Honestly, what the fuck are you talking about?
Is the number one fight in...
Hold on. Tuxedo Mask, thank you once again for the $2 dono, my brother. Bro is on one tonight. I'm fucking on one tonight.
Lightweight division. And dare I say, it's close. It's close to as big as Paddy versus Ilya, given how popular Arman is getting.
He did not just say that. He did not just try to sell you guys Arman versus Ilya is close in how much money it can make for the promotion to fucking Ilya versus Paddy. This dude, journalist of the year, 15 years running, okay, letting his fucking feelings get in the way of his logic. The only reason why he's saying this, if you guys don't know, is because he doesn't like Paddy, because Paddy tried to charge him for an interview. And while I may find that disgusting on Paddy's end, okay, Ariel needs to keep it a buck, bro. Arman Tsarukyan versus Ilya Topuria does not hold a candle to the promotional value Ilya versus Paddy could bring. It doesn't. It doesn't even hold a fucking candle, bro. And your producers are about to tell you that. I don't gotta tell you it. Your producers are about to tell you it.
In that part of the world, and just how good he looked in this fight. And so I say, if we're not doing it on January 24th, and it sounds at least as of now that we're not, scrap those plans. Ilya, Arman, Paddy, Gaethje. What do you say?
once again, just because Ilya versus Patty hasn't been booked yet, Ilya's next opponent hasn't been booked yet, period. Ilya's fight hasn't been booked yet, period. Just because Ilya's fight hasn't been booked yet, you're gonna fucking punish Patty for it? It's clear as day he doesn't like Patty. It's literally clear as day. It's literally clear as day, bro. Continuing.
What? I'm with you on some of it, but why? Why is there an expiration date on Ilya Patty?
Because
See what I mean, though? That's why I say New York Rick is always fucking on the same tip as me, like 90% of the time. Why is there an expiration date on Patty versus Ilya, but there's no expiration date for Ilya versus Arman? Ariel's going to continue to make bad points as this goes on, so I will be pausing it a bunch more times, just so you guys know.
Arman just fought, no?
Yes.
Stuttering. Can't even make sense of his own damn point. You know why? The answer is because he doesn't like Patty. That's the true answer. But let him stutter and find his point.
It was the plan.
You got it yet? You got it yet, brother? Let's see if he got it yet.
It was the right move when Arman just fought.
Oh, he's still stuttering, bro. He's still stuttering.
It was the plan, the right move when Arman was out. When we didn't know how this fight was going to go.
Okay.
When there were a lot of questions about his health, could he make the weight? Is his back okay? All this stuff. Now that he looked like that, we got to move on.
Now that he looked like that against Dan Hooker, again, boys, we're going to get to the bottom of more of this, bro. We're going to compare the Dan Hooker and the Michael Chandler wins. We're going to do all that. Okay? But I got to say this. Since Ariel wants to say, oh, that was before Arman returned, blah, blah, blah. Then Ariel, you should have been on your platform, which we all know you weren't because you started off this video saying that you thought, even after your post show, let me just go in on this dude right now. Even after your post show, bro, on your post show, UFC Qatar post show, you called for Patty versus Ilya. After Arman got the win, you called for that shit. Keep that in mind, boys. After Arman got the win on Saturday, he called for Patty versus Ilya still in his post show. This fucking guy. Okay? This fucking guy. Now, he's saying, oh, I'm calling for, I think Patty versus Ilya has an expiration date because that was all before, right, Arman returned to the octagon. No, it wasn't, bro. Patty versus Ilya didn't have an expiration date even after Arman got the win, in your opinion, until you read the fucking comment section. Until you read the fucking comment section, or you let your feelings and your personal beef with Patty get in the way of things. But here's what I really want to say. Okay, here's what I really want to say. If you did believe it, which I already debunked it, I already fucking debunked it, but I'm going to debunk it a second time. If you really did think that Arman would be next with a win over Dan Hooker, you would have been saying what I was saying all week last week before Ian Gary fought Bilal Muhammad. All week last week I told you guys, Ian Gary gets the win over Bilal Muhammad. He is the true, rightful #1 contender. I told you guys that all fucking week. Okay, I did. And after Ian got that win, I stood on it. This guy's fucking spineless, and you guys shouldn't listen to a guy like this. He be bullshitting, bro. He be fucking bullshitting. He be fucking bullshitting.
We have to do it. I'm sorry.
But couldn't Arman get the winner?
Yeah, but then we're talking about Arman not fighting for like 10 months. If this fight isn't happening in January, and then let's say March at...
But you just said, look at him moving the goalpost. Look, what a nice little face I froze it on. But you just said you want Ilya versus Arman in January. You just said that.
At the earliest, right, because it's not going to happen in Sydney, we suspect Volka will be on that card. Then the winner of that fight is not fighting until like, I don't know, October? Or we're talking about another year out for Arman?
I understand that from the Arman Sarukian perspective, but if we're touching all the chess pieces, right? If we're accounting for every piece on the board, I think you only get one shot with Patty and Ilya. And you have to take it.
Patty beats Gaethje. That is not a risk. You're not putting him in there against Arman. Patty beats Gaethje for sure. You
for sure?
I think
What's up with Ariel, man? What's up with Ariel? He fumbling all over himself because he don't like Patty. It's crazy. The only reason why he's saying Patty beats Gaethje is just to fucking save face because he knows he's coming off as a Patty hater, bro. And he's gonna fucking say it too in a minute.
Look, obviously not for sure.
What's Patty Pimblett's best win, truly?
Mike Chandler.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a big drop off there. I don't. I really don't.
Respectfully. Like Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green, those guys are not in their primes. Like,
Who do you think wins, GC? Patty or Gaethje?
Yeah, Patty, but I'm not sold on it. I do agree with Rick that you kind of do only have the one shot at Patty versus Ilya. It's just like in the fight game, these plans that you lay out can so easily get
Well,
screwed
what the
up.
hell? Then what do we do with Arman?
he gets the winner.
What the hell? Then the guy's not fighting for a year.
And at that
So the fuck what, bro? Who the fuck are you, bro? An Arman Sarukian apologist? Why the fuck are you so worried about Arman being out for a year? This guy doesn't even care to fight anyway. All of a sudden, you care so much about Arman. All of a sudden. I get what he's trying to say too a little bit, right? He thinks Armand the number one contender, so he shouldn't fight again. And he's trying to say Patty's not the number one contender, so he should fight again, right? And that's why it would be okay if Patty fought Gaethje on that same card as Ilya and Arman. However, his fucking co-hosts are trying to make him aware of the fact that, listen, bro, you could kill off one of the biggest fights you can make in 2026, like I've been fucking saying for weeks now. Why the fuck are we going to risk killing off one of the biggest fights of 2026? They just told you, Gaethje could beat Patty, okay? And everybody knows Arman could also beat Ilya. So what the fuck are you suggesting, bro? You're supposed to know this shit.
point, that would mean one fight since UFC
Awful.
300.
Oh, it's awful.
From UFC 300 to like UFC like 335, he would have.
Yeah, what is he, Kamaru Usman?
If we're coming at this from the perspective of what's best for Arman Sarukian, I agree with that completely. If we're coming from the perspective of what's best for the UFC,
is there a big difference between Patty? Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't even finish the sentence. He didn't even finish the sentence, bro. Didn't even finish the sentence. He knows how stupid that question was. I can't believe this guy sometimes. I don't watch this guy for months on end. I come back and I hear this from him. Crazy.
It would attract a much wider audience. It would attract more casuals, but man, from a meritocracy standpoint, it's Arman.
I literally just said, like, I don't really rate the wins that Paddy Pimblett has on his resume. Like, I'm not. I don't make any secret about it.
How do you rate this one? Is beating Hooker bigger than beating Chandler?
Honestly, they're probably at the same point in their career in the way.
Who was in the debate on Sunday, boys? This is what I was telling you, boys. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, bro. Let's stop fucking acting. Beating Dan Hooker, beating Michael Chandler, it's the same fucking shit. And everybody discrediting that Bobby Green win, right? Everybody discrediting Paddy Pimblett's win over Bobby Green. Well, guess who was also on a part of Islam's last 4 fights before he got the title? One of those wins was Bobby fucking Green, okay? So the same thing you shit on Paddy for is the same thing that also helped get Islam a title shot. The last 4 wins that Islam had before he fought for the title, one of those wins was Bobby Green. But regardless, the main point that I just paused it on, beating Dan Hooker, beating Michael Chandler, you can't brag one over the other, bro. It's the same fucking shit. Which is why we move to which one offers more promotional value for the promotion. Which one offers more money to the promotion? Which one's the bigger fight? Which one do fans want to see more? And it's Ilya versus Paddy.
That they both dominated each of them. I kind of rate them the same.
But beating Charles Oliveira, to me, matters more than any of those by a mile.
He had the title shot.
And he was in there with the
injury.
I know.
If you ask me who I think is the best lightweight on the planet right now, it's Arman Sarukian. I think Arman Sarukian is the best lightweight on the planet right now.
Oh, better than Ilya.
And I thought that he was number 2 behind Islam. As soon as Islam left that division, I think he's the best lightweight on the planet. But if you're asking me to run the UFC's business, if Paddy Pimblett is there, he's now ranked number 5 in their rankings. I believe I saw graphics being made about.
What is that?
Dan Hooker moved down. You got to move Paddy up.
You take this shot while you have it. You take this shot while you have it.
Paddy Pimblett is the Kike Hernandez of the UFC lightweight division.
Easy,
on the group project. Well, how do you go up 7 months after your last fight?
Dan Hooker lost. So you got to move him up. I actually think he was at 8.
Also, don't the rankings usually come out
after Chandler?
on Tuesday? Why did they come out on Monday?
I feel like
They always come out Monday evening, homie. They always do. Your boys are about to tell you that. Just go to boxing already, homie. Go cover European boxing, homie. UK boxing. That's where most of your interest seems to be. So go cover UK boxing, homie. Go cover Nigel Benn, and all those fucking homies over there.
They've been coming out on Mondays lately.
Oh,
I got this now, Ariel. I got this now, okay, homie? I got this shit now. You go over to UK Boxing. Go cover Nigel Benn. Since you see so much potential in a stupid-ass fighter like that.
and also Hooker losing to Arman shouldn't necessarily drop you down. Like that's the number one guy. You shouldn't get penalized for losing to the top guy.
No, Patty's number 5. We don't need to think about it.
I think it was the way that he lost.
Sure.
I'm with you on everything about Arman. Every single bit of it. As I said, I think he's the best lightweight on the planet right now. I think he can beat Ilia Topuria. I think he probably will beat Ilia Topuria if they face off. I believe in Arman Tsarukyan to a high degree. But if you want to do the best business, you do Patty versus Ilia while you have this opportunity right now, and then Arman fights the winner. And if it's...
Like I said, boys, like I said, here, let me say it in a different way, but just like New York Rick said it, okay? Everybody's been saying this whole thing, right? You're going to kill off the Patty fight. You're risking killing off the Patty fight, right? But, listen, if Patty and Ilia fight, okay, Arman will always be there. Arman's not going anywhere, bro. Arman's not going anywhere, and that's what a lot of people are missing. The Patty and Ilia fight, it has to happen now, bro. That fight could be gone. If we fuck around and find out, that fight could be gone. That's why we can't fuck around, bro, or else we might find out. We might find out. But listen, Arman will always be there, bro. That's why Arman can just fight the winner of Patty versus Ilia. Or if Ilia beats Patty and then moves up, shit, Arman can just fight for the vacant title. He already said, I don't even care if I fight Ilia. I just want to fight for the belt. Well, listen, Patty cares if he fights Ilia. It's not just the belt, it's also Ilia. Which makes even more sense to book Patty versus Ilia before Arman. Also, Patty hasn't fought since what? April or some shit like that? You're over here saying Arman's not going to get to fight for 10 months. What about Patty? Who says, because you're saying Patty versus Gaethje. Gaethje already turned down Patty, Ariel, you dip fuck. You dip fuck. Gaethje already turned down Patty.
If it's Ilia, you've got that same fight that you were angling toward, and it's built-in business. And if it's Patty, who then beat Ilia Topuria, now you've got Arman versus that guy, which is even...
And at least you still got Patty versus Ilia, at least one of the biggest fights you can make in 2026. At least you just got that. But that does kill off. If Patty beats Ilia, that also kills off the Islam fight. But at least you got one. And that's what I'm trying to get through to everybody's head right now.
Bigger. It's perfect for me from a business perspective. I think you just do it while you have it.
Foaming at the mouth to see Arman versus Ilia. Foaming at the mouth.
Same guy who's foaming out the mouth to see fucking Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. Same guy. Same guy. Foaming out the mouth to see Arman versus Ilia. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I mean, shit, I know a lot of you guys can. But I can't. I can't. Cannot believe it.
You'll get it. 2 fights from now.
You know what pisses me off about all this?
Hang on, JP Fishing. I did roast JP Fishing. So let me give JP Fishing a little bit of credit here. JP Fishing goes, Arman just fought. Why not just book Ilia versus Patty? I agree. That's literally what I just got done saying. Gaethje wants title. I say fuck him, retire. I say the same shit, JP Fishing. I say the same shit.
I want to see Ilia versus Arman so bad. I want to see Ilia versus Islam so bad, and I feel like we're not getting either of those next.
Can you believe that this guy just said that with a straight face? He wants to see Arman versus Ilia so bad, and he's so concerned we're not going to get that next. Bro, I'm going to say it for the last time of this night. Patty versus Ilia is the fight that everybody's clamoring for. I have no clue why you would be clamoring for Ilia versus Arman over Ilia versus Patty. Like, honestly, I don't. Especially being you, Ariel, you're not just a fan who gets to say, I don't care about the UFC's pockets. I just want to see certain fights. You are a fucking journalist of the year, 16 years running. You know that financials go into this shit. You know it does. You know it does, bro. Stop acting fucking stupid just because Arman comes on your show and Patty doesn't. That's why you're shilling for Arman right now, because Arman comes on your show and Patty doesn't. That's why. But you're not keeping it a buck with everyone. You're not. I hate I'm not going to use the word hate, but I dislike strongly Sean Brady. I strongly dislike Sean Brady. Everybody knows it. But this is the difference between me and a lot of fucking people. I don't let my personal feelings get in the way of shit. Even if I was wrong, I predicted Sean Brady was going to beat Michael Morales. And I said if Sean Brady beats Michael Morales, he's the #1 contender. That's what I had to say about that. And I don't even like Sean Brady, and I was sticking up for his ass. Ariel would never dream of doing that because he lets his feelings fucking control him.
What the hell? You know what I mean? Like the UFC has some blockbuster, juicy, like rivalries. There's heat there, and I feel like we're not getting either of them.
I'm surprised that you're so down on Paddy versus Ilya.
I was going to say both those fights
They're not as
have
big as
Ilya
that.
Taporia in
I
them,
know.
and then the third one also has Ilya Taporia in it against Paddy Pimblett, which might be his biggest rival, dating back to what, 2021 with the hand sanitizer boy days.
No, 100%.
Oh, now 100%. Do you guys see why I like New York Rick so much? Do you guys see why I like New York Rick so much? They both just agreed with him, told him, bro, what are you talking about? Paddy versus Ilya is the bigger fight. He goes, no, 100%. I get it, Creamy. And listen, I can dislike Sean Brady all I want, but hey, I was sticking up for him. Until he lost to Morales. Then I can't say much. But even though I dislike Brady, I was sticking up for him.
Listen, I've been the one carrying the
That's why
Paddy
I'm
versus
surprised.
Ilya flag for all this time, and it's a tough day for the people who say that I only pick based on my relationships. No one's probably been meaner to me than Paddy, but like,
Yes. You just proved my point, Ariel. I don't even got to explain it. You guys heard him. No one's meaner to him than Paddy, right? And he picks based off his relationships. Well, you got a relationship with Arman. Paddy's mean as fuck to you. And here you are campaigning for Arman versus Ilya, acting like Arman versus Ilya is the bigger fight than Ilya versus Paddy. It's not a tough day for the people who think you dislike Paddy. It's a great day for us. Because you just exposed yourself once again. It ain't a tough day. It's a great day. Because you just exposed yourself once again, homie.
we got to call it like we see it. That said, Arman fought, and maybe it's recency bias. I feel like you got to strike, because if they are going to book it for January 24th, then I'm all the way down. Let's go. Let's do it. Announce it today. What are we waiting for? If it ain't happening, then we need to book Arman versus Ilya, in my opinion.
All right. Let me read some chats. All right, let me see what you boys are saying. Rhett and Unbroken are in a straight up conversation, so like I'm gonna scroll past those. But yeah, you boys keep chopping it up. JP Fishing, the whole division is a clusterfuck. Justin wants a title or he will retire. Arman is number one, but Ilya wants Paddy. JP, you said that correct. See what I mean though? I was just roasting JP. Now I'm fucking, it doesn't get in my way of shit, boys. That's what I'm trying to say. These people get in their fucking feelings. Eric says Gaethje should retire. Mr. J. Cologne, good content guru spinoff. Shit, I'm just being me, homie. I'm just being me. But I appreciate it, saying it's good content. I appreciate that. Ariel is a fish, 100%. It's crash out hours. It is, Creamy. Definitely crash out hours. I'd be crashing out every night. Every night I'd be crashing out at least once. I average at least one crash out a night. I do my crashing out during the day so I can enjoy this slop at night. Shout out Creamy Vuitton. Paddy is more of a challenge than Gaethje for Ilya. I agree. JP. Unbroken says Paddy would beat Justin, I think. At the end of the day, bro, the fight to make is Paddy versus Ilya, man. It just is. It just is. Ilya KO's Gaethje from Louis. Eric says Ariel should just cover pro wrestling. Seriously, bro. Let Ariel go cover the WWE and UK boxing and all women's combat sports. That's what Ariel likes to focus on. WWE, UK boxing, women's combat sports. Stay in your lane, homie. Let me handle this one, homie. I'm the captain now. Eric says, I'm honestly not clamoring for Ilya versus Patty, but I see why it makes sense. You know what, Eric? And that's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters. I get people want to see Ilya versus Arman. I get it. We did the poll. We did the debate. I get it. But at the end of the day, I wish people could at least understand why it makes sense for Ilya versus Patty to take place first. We don't got to keep apologizing for Arman, bro. Arman don't need it, bro. JP says, if you have a mouth in UFC, you get titles. Definitely helps. Creamy Vuitton, Brady is a dog. I love Sean Brady. It's all good, bro. I ain't even tripping. Sean Brady's a good fighter. And I never take that away from Sean Brady, ever. Sean Brady is a great fighter. I won't take that away from him. He just be on some bullshit when it comes to booking his fights and avoiding opponents and picking and choosing. Miata boy, my TikTok on Silva versus Allen is kind of blowing up. 325 views in 1 hour. Shout out Miata boy. Everybody go follow MMA Slug on TikTok. Everybody go follow MMA Slug on TikTok. JP says Ilya versus Arman would be a dogfight. Who wouldn't want to see skill-based matchmaking? I think the you know, you guys are the hardcores, right? Everybody in this chat right now, you guys are the hardcores. But if I went and asked my homies, you guys want to see Patty versus Ilya or Patty versus If I were to ask my homies, you want to see Patty versus Ilya or Ilya versus Arman, they would say, who's Arman? You know what I mean? Everybody in the chat is so hardcore. I get where you guys are coming from, but I know if I went and asked my homies, and I tested on them all the time. You know what I mean? I know they want Ilya versus Patty, because they don't even know who Arman Tsarukyan is. Genuinely. No clue who he is. Unbroken calling out Rhett for being a flat earther or something. Rhett saying he's not. Unbroken. Shout out Unbroken. Shout out Rhett. You boys keep doing your thing. Chris Alpha saying, yo, what up, Chris Alpha? What up, Chris Alpha? Good to see you in here, homie. Thank you, Tuxedo Mask, for the $2 dono. Let's go. Tuxedo Mask says, bro shanked Guru and now is the shot caller on the block. 100% Tuxedo. That's right, homie. That's fucking right. That's why I said, Ariel, I got this shit now, homie. I got this shit. Step aside. Step aside. Me in the chat, we're coming for everything. Oh, I got fucking news for you boys. I got news for you boys. Guess who reached back out to set up an interview? Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to drop a guess in the chat? Who reached back out to me to set up the interview? I'll give you guys one hint who's been in here. Or how do I say this? My one hint to the people who have been watching the daily live streams, I already told you guys I reached out to this man for an interview, but he just hasn't responded yet. He finally responded. Anyone want to guess? Or I'll just spoil it. Dillon. Not Dillon, Miata boy. Not Dillon. But I think the next best thing for you boys. John Pork. Not John Pork. All right, boys. I'll tell you. SD Dumas. We got an interview set up for tomorrow. All right? A pre-Thanksgiving interview. Shit. Should we drop that shit on Thanksgiving, boys? We might just have to, boys. Ethan. Taco. Buck. Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody fucking guessing. We're going to get Buck on probably next. because Joaquin's competing this weekend against Pat Downey, so everyone go support him and watch that shit. But I'm gonna have him on next week probably. After Joaquin finishes the grappling match with Pat Downey, I'm gonna reach out to him next week, see if I can get him on. And we got UFC 321 to talk about. Oh, no, sorry. We got UFC 322 to talk about, UFC Qatar, and the grappling match. So I think that's perfect, bro. That's perfect. So Buck is going to come on most likely. You know, I'm going to try to get him on next week, James. I'm going to try to get him on next week. Unbroken, we getting your algorithm up at least? No, 100%. Keep it up with the chat, Unbroken. I ain't even tripping. Oh, ye, we eating good this Thanksgiving. Shout out Space Kid. Creamy Vuitton laughing. I don't know if he's laughing at the SD Dumas guest, but shit. I know you're going to watch that shit. So, but this is what I'm saying, boys. Join the Discord. It's pinned in the fucking chat, but join the Discord. That's where you can put influence into the content. If you guys go ahead and tap into the Discord and you give me questions to ask SD, I will ask them. So I created the Discord so you guys can help influence the channel. You feel me on that? SD, I'm not going to read it in case SD's watching me, Autoboy, but I see it. One more time, I'll tell you guys. You should join the Discord on the straight fact that it will allow you to influence the channel, okay? You guys can influence my content. Just join the Discord, chop it up in there, drop news stories, drop questions for upcoming interviews, drop interview suggestions, do it all. That's what the Discord's there for. What about 323? 323 coming up. Okay. What else we got to react to? Oh, let's just finish off this topic real quick. Miata Boy says SD pre-Thanksgiving shit interview breakdown. Let's go. Let's go, Miata Boy. I got you. At the very least, if I don't edit the video and post it on by Thanksgiving, we can react to it on stream together. The unreleased video. That's what we can do. But I'm going to try to get the SD Dumas Thanksgiving special released on Thursday. Okay. Now, I just want to wrap up the whole Paddy Pimblett topic and shit like that, as far as being next for Ilya. I think I saw something on Champ Rounds, an excerpt from an interview with Paddy. Oh yeah, no Diddy. Peter Yan looking shredded.
Хорошо.
My boy at least 155 here. This man is shredded, bro. For 135, he looking shredded. Thick ass Peter Yan in the Yeezys. Shout out Peter Yan. One of my favorite fighters. I know he's had a bit of a rough patch, but man, when he was the champ, man, he was one of my favorite fighters. Not even gonna lie to you boys. No English needed. Straight aura from this man. Look at him. Even in the still photo, you can feel the aura through the screen. Why did you bite your lip saying that, Jacob? I hope I didn't, Miata Boy. I hope I didn't. Okay, we got some other stuff to react to. We do for sure. We got some good stuff to react to. But, before we do this... here it is. It's not Paddy, my bad. It's Ilya. Wait, let's just go to Champ Rounds. Yeah, it's Ilya. Okay. So Ilya says, I'd like to Ilya says, I'd like to fight Paddy if they don't let me move up to welterweight to fight Islam. Because the fight I'd really like is against Islam in the 3rd weight class. Okay, so let's watch this real quick. 17-second clip.
¿Y con quién quiere combatir Ilia Topuria?
Yo, mira, pues tengo a Paddy en la mente. Me gustaría pelear con Paddy si es que no me dejan subir en peso welter para pelear con Islam, porque el combate que realmente me gustaría tener es en contra de Islam en la tercera categoría.
¿Y con quién quiere combatir Ilia Topuria?
Yo, mira, pues tengo a Paddy en la mente. Me gustaría pelear con...
Okay. So, Ilya wants Paddy too, and that's the fight that he's going to get. That's the fight he's going to get. They faced off in the octagon. It's time, bro. It's time to run this shit. No amount of bullshit from Ariel is ever going to change it. Ilya versus Paddy is the one. I know you guys might even want Ilya versus Arman. You feel me? I know you guys want it. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys can understand why a lot of people want Ilya versus Paddy. I think I've explained it enough to you guys, so I'm not going to go down that whole rabbit hole. But I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay? Now moving on topics. I saw James saying, "See Mike Perry's tax bill." Yeah, let's watch this shit. So Mike Perry's fucking tax bill. His team, his accounting team, they fucked up, bro. It's crazy. Hang on. So Mike Perry reacted to his $800,000 tax bill from fighting in 2025, bro. Crazy. Look at that, 806 fucking thousand he owes in taxes. He only had 67K in write-offs. Damn, dude. Damn. And he does say his accounting team dropped the ball. Clearly, bro. Clearly. You know what I mean? If you owe 800,000 in taxes, you probably made like, because I think you're in like the 50% tax rate, right? Something close to that. So if you got to pay 800,000 in taxes, you probably made around 2 million, upwards of like 2 million last year. Upwards of 2 million. And all you have for write-offs is 67K. Like your write-off should have probably been like $500,000. You know what I mean? Then you would have only had to pay 300,000. Just putting it out there. His accounting team is fucking shit up, bro. You got to fix that shit, Mike. And honestly, to all fighters out there, you should learn some of this shit on your own, bro. Because, you know, you're low-key. I'm not calling Mike a fool, but I'll say this. It's foolish to rely on that other person, bro. You should have some knowledge to also hold them accountable. It's only going to help you. It's only going to help you. If you just turn a blind eye to your fucking financials and you let your accountant handle it, you might get fucked, bro. But at least if you have some knowledge of what write-offs are and how taxes work, you can propose things to your CPA. You feel me? But if you don't know the first thing about fucking taxes and accounting, you can't even present ideas to your CPA if they might be lacking. If they might be slacking on you. Now, they shouldn't be slacking on a guy like Mike Perry because he's probably one of their highest paid clients, and that means they get a lot of money from him too. So they really shouldn't be slacking, but that's why I say it's foolish to not know anything about taxes and turn a blind eye because you're going to end up in a situation like this. Mike Perry explains a little bit more what he means by the team dropped the ball, but this is the full quote. "Biggest robbery in sports, my tax bill, you'd think I was rich, get the fuck out of here. All was planned and in place by the tax team in Miami. A ball was dropped on my assets. I trained all those years. I took the punches. I bled, and the country gets the credit. You're welcome." Shaking my head. I'm shaking my head too, homie. Shout out Randy Stanky MMA. Shout out the MMA Lab, okay? Showing love to the platform. I appreciate it. I love it when a fighter or a coach shows love to the platform. Anyway, here's the tax bill again. And here's Mike's reaction video to it on Overdog's podcast. Personally, I think Mike trolling. I think he clip farming here a little bit, but hey, maybe he's being serious. I doubt he's being serious though. It's captioned, "Mike Perry reveals he might be forced to retire after a massive financial error. He claims his accountants dropped the ball on his earnings from the Jake Paul fight, resulting in a $800,000 tax bill. Damn, it was from the Jake Paul fight. Okay, let's watch it.
I'm retiring though.
Yeah.
I did
To
it.
go
I'm
camping
done.
in the woods.
They not letting me be rich. They were like, "Oh, you thought you was rich? Give us everything you have." And I was like, "Wow." Now was the time I was supposed to have the money. Somebody dropped the ball. My accountant goes, "Hey, Mike, we just saw the Jake Paul money." What
Someone
did
dropped
you
the ball.
mean you just saw it?
Someone
It's
dropped the
been there. Somebody dropped the ball, bro. I owe everything to them. I'm ready to sell everything, take all of it out of the bank, hide it, either go to prison for a little bit or just get off the grid. I'm retiring though.
Yeah.
Honestly, prison to avoid the taxes, I don't know how good of an idea that is. Someone let me know. Is that super fucking stupid, or is he kind of low-key smart? Like, does the tax debt get forgiven if you go to jail for it instead? Like, is that an option in the U.S.? Let's say you have to owe, like, Mike Perry $800K in taxes. Can you just elect to do, like, jail time instead? Because if you can and you get out of jail with a clean slate and you get to keep that $800K, shit, I might just do it. I might just fucking do that shit. Miata boy Jacob doesn't even pay taxes. Shit. I pay taxes, Miata boy. Believe me, I pay taxes. But I be writing shit off though. I be writing shit off, I tell you that much. You feel me? I be writing shit off to where I don't have to pay much taxes. Let's read some more chats. Who's Joe? Oh, my bad. Unbroken, I seen you comment this like 3 times. My bad, homie. My bad. My bad. The chat's popping, so my bad. And shout out to everybody in the chat right now. But Unbroken asking, Jacob, if you were offered a content creator boxing match, would you do it? Unbroken, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Show me my opponent, Unbroken. Show me my opponent. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent. I'm waiting. Line them up. Line them up for me. Please. Shout out Franklin Kramer. Dang, now I want to know other than the obvious build-up and beef, lol. Assuming you're talking about the Patty Ilya fight. Louis saying, hope Peter Yan can do something versus Merab. He switched to post guard to deal with Merab's takedowns, but it will be tough. JP Fishing says Mike's a dog. Mike is a dog. You know Mike using TurboTax, James Steele. Either TurboTax or what's the other one? QuickBooks? Mike Perry would, honestly, James, Mike Perry might have been better off using TurboTax or QuickBooks, bro. His accountants dropped the ball so fucking bad. All they had to do was account for the Jake Paul money. That's all they had to do. They just failed to report it and failed to tell him to do write-offs for it. Is crazy. Mike Perry should have bought a fucking G-Wagon with that Jake Paul money, and his taxes would have been cut in half. If you guys know, you know. That's why a lot of people have G-Wagons, because of their tax write-offs. Trying to find more chats. Unbroken says, so is Mike's entire business not a write-off? He should pay himself a salary and then separate bonus like a CEO. No, Unbroken. 100%, bro. 100%. I don't know what's wrong with Mike Perry and his accountants. Unbroken says Mike should write off those grills and clothes. Hopefully he did, bro. But that's why I said he should have bought a car, because those grills and clothes, it's not even going to put a dent in what he owes. JP Fishing at Tux, send this brother another $2. Shout out JP Fishing for looking out. And shout out Tuxedo Mask. I ain't asking for nothing, brother. Everything you do is always appreciated, Tuxedo Mask. Miata Boy, Mike might be part Jew because of that plan. Rhett says, Jacob, if there were elemental creatures that looked super real but were really just drones, would you believe it? Yeah, I would believe it. Rhett knows, I believe that birds are drones. Not all birds, but I believe that there are some birds out there that are actually drones spying on us. I believe that. I'm sure a lot of you guys would believe that too. That ain't that hard, that far-fetched. You know what I mean? I think they got some dummy crows out there that are actually drones or robots or something like that, spying on people. Mike, Martha Stewart now. Shout out Martha Stewart. Red says, that's what I've been arguing about this whole time. Well, Red, do I agree with you or what? Unbroken. Okay, Sneeko versus Jacob. Hey, Sneeko versus Jacob works. Me versus Sneeko works. Me versus Sneeko works. I need a real opponent. Don't give me no softies. I need a real opponent. Everyone put an opponent for Jacob. Kind of want to see him slap Jack Doherty around. Shit, Jack Doherty. I would catch a body if I fought Jack Doherty. I'm telling you guys that right now. Jacob versus Johnny Somali. Let me run that shit. I'll probably catch a body on him too. Castro versus Danis for the Misfits belt. Let's go. Put me up against Danis. I would accept all those. I would accept Sneeko, Jack Doherty, Johnny Somali, Dillon Danis. I'll accept all of them. Jacob versus JP. Shit, JP. I don't know if you want that smoke, homie. I don't know if you want that smoke, homie. You guys want to see? You guys want to see real quick? I got old footage, okay? This is old-ass footage, but fuck it. Why not show you guys? Since we're talking about me having a fight, right? Should I show you guys my white belt match? My very first white belt match? Let me see if I can find it. I got it. I got it. Because people think I'm not really like that, right? People think I'm not really like that. Shout out David Benavidez. Hold on, let me pull it up on like a separate tab. I can't let you guys see everything. People don't think I'm really like that, right? 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm pulling it up for you boys. Bros really like that. Hey, we about to find out if I'm really like that. Let's find out. Bro's going DEFCON 5 on Jewish people. Shout out Tuxedo Mask. Thank you again for the $2 dono, brother. Thank you. And if you guys want to know what Tuxedo Mask is talking about, just tap in to last night's stream. That's all you gotta do. Okay, hold up. People think I'm not really like that, huh, boys? Speaking of me getting a fight, let's see how I look. Let's see how I look. I'm in the white gi. Damn, there's no sound. Are you guys able to hear sound? Fuck it. We don't need the sound. Just hold up. Shout out JP. Shout out JP. I go triangle right here. Get the tap. It's a bad video, but I got that triangle locked, boys. I got that triangle locked. Triangle locked. And I got the tap. Let's go, boys. And I got the tap. All right. I ignored a phone call while I was watching that. So give me like 1 minute. I got to answer this phone call. My bad, boys. All right, boys. Now that we established that I'm really like that, okay? Now that we established that I'm really like that, all right, boys? Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent. Unbroken, Jacob versus Five Guys manager. I'm not paying 25 cents extra for barbecue sauce. Unbroken, take me to Five Guys next time. He won't be charging you that extra 25 cents, homie. Franklin said nobody's fighting. Shit, to be honest, I feel like the video was a little bit anticlimactic, but shit, that's the footage I got, boys. That's the footage I got from my white belt match. JP Fishing, I'm a white belt too, let's go. Jacob, no gi. I fuck with no gi. The kick at the end was low-key disrespectful, though. Did I kick him at the end? Did I kick someone? Hey, you guys saw that head and arm takedown, though, right? You saw the head and arm takedown. Fight bedtime MMA, LOL. Shit, I'll fight anyone. I'll fight anyone. I'll fight anyone. David, I have no clue what David just said. You should feel like a lonely woman because someone is the best rated person who has ever seen you, but you will be home soon and then leave again for supplies for sure tomorrow night and be happy. Retno said, yeah, I think he's talking to me. Shout out to Rhett. Miata Boy Jacob versus Dana 5-round MMA fight. Let's run it. Daddy Dana. Daddy Dana. David trolling. Shit, I have no clue what David's saying. That shit didn't even make sense. Go to the store and be happy. What else do we got here? We got the taxes. Oh, I figure. Okay, give me a couple more things to react to. Everybody like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Because we coming for that top spot. All right? Okay, two quick ones. Let's see here. But I got more than these two. I'm going to just read these to you. So, Shavkat. Mr. No Trash Talk, Just Facts. Ian Gary lost to me while I was injured. He hasn't finished anyone in his last 6 fights, and Protez nearly stopped him. Doesn't sound like a #1 contender to me. Okay. Okay, Shavkat. Well, let me give you some facts. Let me give you some facts, homie. Okay? Let me give you some facts. How many days has it been since December 16th, 2023? How many days has it been since December 16, 2023? The fuck? So here's some facts for you, Shavkat. Hold on. Shavkat has got 1 win, okay, since the Stephen Thompson fight. Shavkat has had 1 win in 23 months, 710 days, 1,022,234 minutes, 100 weeks, 17,037 hours, 61,334,074 seconds, okay? This is all how much time has passed where Shavkat has got 1 win. 1 win in this time span. Shavkat has 1 win in 23 months, 710 days. Okay? And here he is trying to downplay Ian Gary. Listen, brother. Ian Gary's been active, homie. Ian Gary's been active. You're not the #1 contender anymore. I told you that shit expired in January. My bad, June. All right, Shavkat? You are not the #1 contender anymore. On top of that, Shavkat, you were already booked against Bilal and you pulled out of that fight. That's why JDM had to fucking take it. Actually, you weren't booked. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you pulled out. What the fuck happened? Never mind. He wasn't booked for Bilal and he didn't pull out from the Bilal fight, I guess. But he was supposed to fight Bilal, which caused JDM to take that fight, you know, because JDM was originally scheduled to fight Leon Edwards. I did read the comments, JP Fishing. I did. You said David trolling. No, Gary does suck, but I don't know. 170 is good and interesting, but nobody really deserves shit. Should I think Ian Gary deserves it, Franklin? Thoughts on Nixick potentially being the new James Krause? Wow, Larry. Larry, I haven't seen you in the chat before, but I love your question, homie. You care to elaborate? You care to elaborate at all? Just to really help me out here? What do you mean Nixick becoming the next James Krause? Some betting scandal or what? Because I think James Krause doesn't know shit about fighting. I think James Krause doesn't know shit, or not James Krause, my bad. I think Eric Nixick doesn't know shit about fighting. And he shouldn't be coaching fighters. He never had a pro fight in his life, not even amateur. He was a college football player, bro. That's what Eric Nixick did. He was a college football player. Eric Nixick is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You feel me? Why the fuck is he coaching pro MMA fighters? So Nixick potentially being the new James Krause. Nixick is just a terrible coach. He doesn't know anything about fighting. And he's a snake oil salesman, Larry. Nixick is a snake oil salesman. His fighter's record is like definitely negative in 2025 too. Sean Strickland fell in his lap. You know what I mean? But he claims he coached a champion. Sean Strickland fell in his lap, bro, and so did Francis Ngannou. The only reason why Eric Nixick has fighters is because Extreme Couture is a central gym in Las Vegas, owned by Randy Couture. Okay? Let me give you another perspective, Larry, as far as Eric Nixick being a terrible coach. Can you tell me one fighter, Larry, who ever said the words, I want to go train with Eric Nixick so he can teach me this specialty? Right? Let me give you some examples. Okay? Henry Hooft, kickboxing specialist. Okay? Javier Mendez, kickboxing specialist. All right? Trevor Whitman, boxing specialist. Okay? The list goes on and on. Right? People go and seek out these coaches. Okay? Tell me one fighter who ever seeked out Eric Nixick for his fucking expertise in fighting. They don't. I'll give you another example. Sean Strickland already explained why he went to Eric Nixick's gym. It's because he didn't get along with the coach, John Wood, at, what's the name of that gym? You know the gym I'm talking about. John Wood's gym in Las Vegas. Sean Strickland wasn't getting along with him. So Sean Strickland just moved across the street to Eric Nixick's gym, where Eric Nixick was a little bit more lackadaisical. But it's not like Sean ever said, I went to Eric Nixick's gym because he's such a better coach. No, he went to Eric Nixick's gym because John Wood was on his ass about being professional, showing up on time, and all this stuff. And Eric Nixick isn't like that. Eric Nixick lets the fighters run the gym. So don't ever get it twisted, guys. I know Eric Nixick puts out a lot of bullshit out there. And honestly, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you ever watched Eric Nixick's podcast, goddamn, please never watch that shit again. JP, David, hang up the phone, brother. I know. Ian Gary is next. Yes, says Franklin, but because active, oh my God. But because active mainly. David might be the Diddy ad neighbor. Diddy on something, bro. David on something. Larry says Nixick should be investigated. Yeah, seems like some of his fighters throw the fights And that Myron Santos versus Marshall fight left a bitter taste. Yeah, Eric Nixick, just a shit-ass coach, bro. Just a shit-ass coach. If it ain't Larry himself, well, well, well. Shout out to Larry. That's my first time seeing him in the chat. Active and winning, LOL. Yeah, you've been active and winning. Syndicate MMA, thank you. You already know the deal. Sean looks like a light heavyweight right now. JP says, David, what are you talking about, bro? Shit. David just ranting. Let him be. Let him be. What was the other topic I want to touch on real quick? Oh, yeah, Jon Jones and Kadyrov. What do you guys think of this? Genuinely. I mean, I could share my thoughts with you guys, but tell me what you think about this.
This is dirty fighting now. This is dirty fighting now.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta have that. That's legal.
My shoulder.
Hey, tell them this is MMA, not boxing.
MMA, you go boxing.
Jon Jones taking a bag to go to Kadyrov's fucking house in Chechnya. I read somewhere, somebody says that Jon did this because Kadyrov's son wanted a birthday present in the form of meeting Jon Jones. So Kadyrov paid Jon Jones to come to Chechnya for his son's birthday as his birthday present. Jon Jones should have never turned down that $30 million if he was planning on doing this. That's what I got to say. If this was Jon's plan to make that $30 million by not fighting, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. You are effectively selling your soul, homie. I don't know what you're thinking. This is the same dude that a lot of people believe is holding Khamzat basically captive in Chechnya. Because if Khamzat leaves, people fear that his family might be hurt. People think that Khamzat doesn't even want to be in Chechnya, right? But he has to be there. He's being forced to be there. Jon Jones voluntarily showing up there. Just for money, just for a payday. Listen, bro. You probably not getting on the UFC White House card now either. Because this is a direct conflict. Direct conflict. Tom Berry, from champion to birthday clown. Seriously. Seriously, a straight up birthday clown. Tuxedo Mask, thank you for the $2 dono, brother. Jon Jones should just get me as a subscriber. Tuxedo Mask, you could pay this man to do anything. Everything he's been doing outside the UFC, every interview he's done, every appearance he's done, this shit he's done, it's all paid for. And he thinks he's a genius. He thinks he's a genius, charging for his appearances. I doubt he's even got $5 million. You know what I mean? From everything he's done after retiring, I'd be shocked if he made more than $5 million for everything combined. But shit, Kadyrov could have gave him $5 million, I don't know. Maybe $10 million. No more than $10 million. But yeah, this dude says this isn't even like the Khamzat situation where he's basically forced to worship Kadyrov. Jon Jones is just dick riding an evil dictator with his own free will. Well said. Larry says Jones will do anything for a bag but fight Aspinall. I know. Even if that bag is worth $20 million more probably than everything he's made since retiring. You have an opinion on Osmongold? No, I don't. I don't even know who that is. I'm broken. Jones was there for the tourism. Jones is retarded is what he is. It was his 18th birthday too. Kind of sus. Yeah, Tyler Betts. That shit's insane, dude. Jon Jones selling his soul. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Holding his hand. Crazy. Look, Feldman says, Jon Jones going from lobbying to fight at the UFC White House card to holding hands with Kadyrov less than 2 weeks later is certainly a bold move. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see. Let's see. Jon captioned the post, "I don't know anything. I don't see anything. All I know is the man's a great host." All you see is dollar signs, homie, and we get it. We get it. Apparently, Jon bought an apartment in Chechnya. Another stupid investment. Buying a property in Chechnya. You should have just bought one in the fucking US, bro. Oh, and then Luke Thomas quote tweeted and said, Ramzan Kadyrov is still sanctioned by the US government for serious human rights abuses and currently named on the OFAC SDN list. Office of Foreign Assets Control. So, Jon Jones effectively wiping himself off that UFC White House card with this visit to Chechnya to see President Kadyrov. Oh, and I'm sure you guys were going to love to see this one. Khabib reportedly made $4.3 million in 24 hours this week from auctioning digital papakas on Telegram, despite strong fan backlash toward the campaign. His promotional video announcement tweet referenced his father, but he has now deleted the tweet. So 4.3 million from Khabib's dumbass fans. That's crazy. They still haven't learned? Not sure where they found this news. I was trying to find the article that he was citing. Can't find it. Okay. The last thing I kind of wanted to react to, I'm hoping Joaquin put timestamps, but Joaquin reacted to the Ian Gary and Shavkat backstage encounter. And so I just wanted to see his reaction because it's his division. What the hell? Oh, it's on this one. Brick Brothers podcast.
What up, y'all? Welcome to...
Okay. 57 minutes. We gotta have timestamps.
Which I ain't gonna talk about.
We gotta have timestamps, boys. Please. Please, boys. Okay, thank goodness gracious. Okay. Damn, Joaquin says Hamzat reacted like a child. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Your favorite fighters.
But you know I hate to do this, boys, but I gotta step away for just like another minute, okay? Just give me one more minute and we'll come back. My apologies, okay? My apologies. My apologies. Give me like 1 minute. Oh no, chair moved again. Shit. JP Fishing, we are a buck friendly fucking platform over here, homie. All right, we fuck with Buck over here. Let's watch it.
Ian Gary and Hamzat Chimaev. What'd you make of their little interaction?
To me, I feel like we keep running into this scenario with Hamzat, bro. It's always a situation where, you know, it's a lot of pushing and shoving and hollering when the cameras come on, when the security get in between. But right beforehand, there ain't a lot, you know what I'm saying, being said or done, right?
I agree.
I don't know if, you know, if he got a trigger with the cameras. I think that's a thing it's a trigger for him.
It's a marketing thing.
You think it's a marketing thing?
I think so. I mean, my thing is, everybody saw the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
They're perfectly fine and cordial. They're touching each other, no shoving or pushing. The security guard comes, and then that's where the interaction. If you didn't like the fact that he was touching on you and patting you, was condescending, wouldn't it make more sense to get him before the person who's there to be the security gets in front? That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this before, as you mentioned. Funny enough, involving you. There's a situation with a guy who used to be in the UFC. And,
used to be.
And Hamzat Chimaev. I'm not throwing a shot.
I'm throwing shots.
I'm just saying, him and Darren Till.
Misfit boxing, motherfucker.
Him and Darren Till.
Mm-hmm.
And you went over and you just said, hey, Darren, let's run it, right? Let's do it.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about me. And y'all already know I always call my shot.
Sure.
Right? And it's never a disrespectful thing if I call you out. I'm not thinking that you easy work. I'm just thinking I can knock you out. That's all. You know what I mean? But I know that you're an actual potential fight for me to have. And I think that, you know, us having a fight together, that's what people is going to want to watch and be intrigued in. So with me doing that and highlighting me trying to get a fight, you know, I see Hamzat right there in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, these is when they was the Smash Brothers or something like that. You know
something like that.
But regardless, though, right?
Smash Brothers is crazy.
That is crazy, bro. he smashed everybody. Yeah, everybody I see. Okay. But once I walked up to Darren Till, you know, I was like, man, it's been a minute because we already had like a little engaging conversation before. I was like, yeah, man, when we gonna get a fight going, you know? And I acknowledged Buddy. I ain't act like he didn't exist. I said, hey, I would fight him, but he at 170 right now, so I can't worry about him. This one I was at 185 at the time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use you as I'm sorry. I was like, I would fight him. That's how I did him, right? Pat him on his little chest, you know what I mean? But once I did that, he ain't say nothing. He ain't do nothing, right? I had my little conversation there until was like, yeah, let's do it in July. I said, July? Yeah. Don't lie. You got the camera on? Bet. Run it. July. Appreciate you, buddy. Bro.
That's how I go ahead.
As soon as I walk away, I heard something.
Who's that guy?
And I heard something.
Then he get activated.
Yeah. He like, let's fight now. That's the word. Let's fight now. I said, huh? He said, and then as security come in, that's when he get loud. Let's fight now. I'm like, shit, what's good? Let's go. Yeah. But I was like, go ahead and go make your money. Because, you know, he drained. Motherfucking brain barely work. You talking about, nigga, I'm fresh, I'm good. Like, y'all really think Hamzat would have been able to do something with me? Like, but that's all I'm saying.
I get where you coming from.
At the end of the day, like you said, he just putting on.
My thing is this. It's like, we know you can fight, Hamzat. Like, nobody is looking.
All right, this will be my reaction, and then we'll keep watching it. I do get what they're saying. See, they had a different experience with Hamzat actually in person. You know, speaking about Joaquin, he had an actual run-in with Hamzat in person. So that's why I think they're of this different perspective because, yes, you know, Hamzat did get loud and activated as soon as Joaquin walked away, right? And I'm not saying Hamzat was scary of Buck. Don't get me wrong, but it's the truth. All right, this is the truth. Hamzat got activated after Joaquin walked away. Then they almost started scrapping, right? That's when the shit talk started happening. So I can understand where they're coming from being like, damn, Hamzat always does this. As soon as security got in the way of Ian, Hamzat starts acting tough. But I think the one thing that they're overshadowing is that Ian Gary was on some bullshit-ass passive-aggressive shit, bro. Clip farming. Okay? Joaquin, he wasn't on no passive-aggressive shit. He was trying to get a fight booked, and that's the big difference. Joaquin walked up to Darren Till, said, hey, man, look, I'm trying to get a fight booked. Do you want to fight? Right? Darren Till said, yeah, I'm down, we could run it, right? And Hamzat was standing right there, and he's like, I can't worry about Hamzat, I gotta worry about you, because you're a middleweight, Hamzat at 170, so that's why I'm calling you out. But see, Joaquin's not on no passive-aggressive shit. He's coming up, saying it to your face exactly how it is. The thing I don't respect about Ian, and the thing I think Hamzat didn't respect about Ian, which is why Hamzat pushed Ian, is because Ian is on some passive-aggressive shit all the time. Always trying to look like the big dog on camera, right? And it's worked a lot of times. It worked with D-Rod. It worked with Neil Magny. It worked with Jeff Neal. All the times he pulls up on his opponents before the fights and punks them. It's worked a bunch of times. But once you get to the top, right, it doesn't work as well. Ian Gary needs to fucking say what he really feels. Instead of just, for example, Ian goes up to Bilal when he's eating food to go say what's up to him, and Bilal stands right up and gets in his face, and he's like, what up? You know what I mean? Then Ian backs down and he's like, hey, it's the fight game, bro. I'm just coming to say hi. You're not just coming to say hi, bro. You're coming to clip farm. And you're trying to read the room and see if Bilal comes off scared, how he responds to you coming up to him. That's you doing all that fucking bullshit, Ian. And that's what you did to Hamzat. That's exactly what you did to Hamzat. And listen, it's always the lesser man. It's always the lesser man, right, who comes up on some passive-aggressive shit. Because if you are not the lesser man, if you're not the lesser man, you don't feel the need to be passive-aggressive and make them feel like you're the big dog. You guys understand the big dogs in here know. The big dogs in here know, right? The only time somebody tries to pull some passive-aggressive shit on you is the little dog. Because he gotta do that. Because he feels it. In that moment in time, he feels like the little dog. So he's going to try to do anything to get one over. But he knows he can't run the fade with you. So he got to do it every other way possible than being direct. That's why I call it passive-aggressive. You feel me? So Ian was on his passive-aggressive shit. The security guard gets in the way. Ian tries to punk Hamzat. He's not going to do this to me. He wouldn't even dream of doing nothing to me. Hamzat sensed that right away and shoved his ass. If anything, right? And this is all good. But if anything, Ian was the one who got activated as soon as security stepped in the way. Ian was the one who got activated when security stepped in the way. Hamzat, all he did was react, bro. All he did was react. But I'll tell you what, Hamzat was set off the second Ian Gary pinched his fucking trap. The second Ian Gary pinched his trap, that set off Hamzat. But he still kept his cool. He still kept reading the room. And guess what? Ian Gary turned around, starts prodding at him. Then he goes, what? What's wrong? Go watch the clip. Ian goes, what? What's wrong? In between security. And that's what set it off. That's what set it off. So let's keep watching this. But I figured I got to kind of set it straight a little bit here. But I do understand where they're coming from once again, because Hamzat did get activated on Buck after Buck walked away. So I get where they're coming from. But to be honest with you, I don't think that's exactly what happened with Hamzat. I think, if anything, Ian's the one who got activated as soon as the fucking security stepped in the way. Again, on some passive-aggressive shit.
My thing is this. It's like, we know you can fight, Hamzat. Like, nobody is looking at the middleweight champion and saying he can't fight. I just don't get the point of the tough guy act. Usually, some of Ian Gary's antics I'm not always with. But in this case, I had to side with Ian Gary a little bit. He was being childish. It was a bit pointless of having the issues and problem. I didn't see what the major didn't just see he was tapping him being condescending. Well, if you had a problem with it, you should have a problem before security got there. Like, did you like come in your head like, boy, like, oh man, I should be mad. Like, I don't need a grown man to get in between me, like, pause, but like, and be like, oh, now I'm mad. Like, that don't make no sense. So for me, I just thought it was silly.
I know why, because obviously now he sees that it's on camera. And Ian Gary, he felt like he got a little bro, right? You know, and obviously, you know, you got somebody that take care of Hamzat, you know, over there. And I'm just keeping the bean, bro, you know. At the end of the day, you know, you got Hamzat, you know, he getting paid for. He getting flown out. They pay for the best, the cars, pay for the best training, all that shit. Whenever he needs some meals, they be cooking for him.
Okay.
Right? No,
so he got a sponsor?
No, I don't know about no sponsor, you know what I'm saying? But he living a good life over there. And my thing is, it's just like, at the end of the day, he wanna try to represent a certain lifestyle that, yeah, maybe them boys over there like that, but Hamzat, you ain't like that, bro.
Look,
You a mascot. We gonna keep it a bean. You a mascot, bro. And at the end of the day, I feel like, Hamza really be trying to prove stuff to everybody that he's surrounded by because these some real killers.
No, that makes sense because we already know he could fight. Like,
damn, Buck, I can't believe Buck's saying a lot without saying a lot. Personally, I don't really agree that like Hamza isn't that tough or like scary, but hey, he's entitled to his opinion. But when he says you're around some real killers, he's not talking about fighters, boys. He's not talking about fighters. Just so you boys know. He's talking about that dude that Jon Jones went to go visit. That's what he's talking about. I have corn addiction. What up, homie? What up? What up? Hello, everyone. What up, corn addiction? What up? Shout out to you and shout out to your name.
regardless you like his style, hate his style, he's the champion of the world. To me, it's just no point. When you think about great names like Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, even Jon Jones, aside from the issue with Daniel Cormier, he never really went around acting like the tough guy. Now, he might have did some dumb shit outside the cage, but it was usually self-inflicted. I just think the tough guy thing is pointless when we know you can fight. It's like...
Nah, he trying to learn how to fight, nigga. You nigga know how to wrestle. We gonna keep it a bean, bro. That nigga know how to wrestle, bro.
You said it, not me.
Look, and I'm gonna keep it a bean, guy. He ain't injured. That nigga working on that striking. Man. You think he's slick, nigga? You trying to blame it on Ramadan? Nah, nigga. A lot going. Look, we better pray for some hands, nigga. This coming year. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on.
Let's continue in a feature about we had Volkan Oezdemir take.
Okay, so that's their take. That's their take. That's facts. Rassel Brutta. What up, Jew? What's poppin', Jew? I started the stream a little bit earlier today, homie. America First in the chat. What up? He goes, what's up, Corn? Hello, America. Love to see the boys showing love to the new chat members. I love to see it. Corn Addiction. I think you found your new channel, bro. You might as well just subscribe now. As time goes on, you'll realize this is where you're meant to be. This is where you're meant to be. Let's go raid World News Report today and wake him up for 30 seconds, then come back. All right, Unbroken. Do your thing. Do your thing. Shout out Unbroken. Larry says, thoughts on Charles Johnson post on X about the 125 rankings. You know, shout out to Larry. Drop your questions in the chat, boys. If you want me to talk about something, drop it in the chat. I'll look into it right now. Louis says he means the government of his country. He does indeed. He does indeed. JP Fishing says, my point is if he keeps letting people get under his skin, there's going to be a real chance someone might get the best of him, the best out of him. JP, you're talking about Hamzat or what? Corn Addiction sub, let's go. Let's get money, homie. Miata boy with the running emoji. Okay, let's look at you guys wanted Charles Johnson news? World News Report. After this Charles Johnson news, I'll look at it for a split second, Unbroken. Ben Askren, simple math / rule for all you fighters out there. Multiply your yearly earnings by 0.4, 40%, and assume this is how much you will owe. Don't spend any of that 40%. Likely after deductions, it will be less. Hey, blessings to Ben Askren. I'm wishing you a continued speedy recovery, brother. Drop in knowledge for free. Ben Askren. Shout out to Ben Askren. Oh shit, Bill Haney and Devin Haney calling out Rolly. Bill Haney and Devin Haney calling out Rolly. Who the fuck's this lady? Oh, what do you guys think of this? I'm about to do the Charles Johnson topic, but just look at this real quick. A new addition to the KSW rule set. KSW would like to announce that starting from XTB KSW 113, apart from losing a part of his or her salary, each fighter who fails to make the weight limit at the morning weigh-ins on the day before the event shall also lose a point in the first round of the actual fight. This penalty will apply to everyone who will not make the required weight limit in their given time, meaning during the morning weigh-ins on Friday and in the additional hour. I love this. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Bring it to the UFC. Bring it to the fucking UFC. Unbroken says corn is the worst things to eat the way we process it, especially high fructose corn syrup. I'm trying to cut it out of my diet. Unbroken. Bless your pure heart, brother. I'm not even going to explain it to you. Bless your pure heart, brother. Bless your pure heart. Unbroken cutting corn out of his diet and corn syrup. I wish him the best. Honestly, Unbroken, I know what you're saying about actual, like, the vegetable corn. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying completely. Didn't they, like, fuck with the crop and stuff? Corn's not what corn used to be. Speaking of high fructose corn syrup, I don't think there's any high fructose corn syrup in this drink. But this fucking passion fruit green tea, boys, first time trying it, this shit is fire. Passion fruit green tea. I'm gonna buy this again. America says he's on a seafood diet. Shit, let's go. That's great on KSW. I agree. I co-sign it 100%. Jew says, I'm actually cooking up some corn right now. Let's go, Jew. Let's go. You know, corn is tasty, though. I love some Mexican street corn. I'll tell you guys that much right now. Mexican street corn is an elite snack. And if I ever see it of the chip variety flavor, best believe I'm buying it. I do see it and I do buy it. Like, there's like street corn, fucking hot Cheetos and stuff like that. You gotta run those. Never heard of KSW. Unbroken. They're actually a pretty good promotion. It's based out of shit, somewhere in Europe. America first. Bud Crawford getting Shakur ready for the Tio fight. Hey, I love it, America. I love it. Shakur versus Tio, though, has potential to be extremely boring. I'm gonna say it now. Shakur versus Tio, man, that shit's gonna be boring as hell. Probably. Hey, what you think about the flyweight division? Is Valentina gonna stay dominant? I mean, shit, she just fucked up fucking Wei Lee, bro. Based out of Poland, yes, thank you, Larry. Mark Hatch, Poland, yes, thank you guys. Valentina gonna stay dominant? Like I said, she just beat the shit out of Wei Lee, bro. I don't know who's gonna beat her. Let's just look at the rankings real quick. But I mean, Valentina is the same type where it's like, dude, show her her opponent, bro. Show her her opponent. It's her, and everyone else is light years away from her. Valentina, number one female pound for pound. Shout out Valentina. Oh. I don't know if, like, Natalia Silva will beat her. In fact, I probably would doubt that Natalia Silva would beat her. But we could run Natalia Silva. We could run Natalia Silva next. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Or, you know, Macy Barber. No, not Macy Barber. I'm sorry. Erin Blanchfield. Erin coming off that submission over Tracy Cortez. Of all the women, JP, of all the women, I think Erin Blanchfield might be the worst matchup for Valentina. Because if Erin Blanchfield can get Valentina down, she's submitting her. I said it. America first. Corn nuts. Bro, I used to love corn nuts. Corn nuts were fucking fire back in the day. Shout out to my middle school days, boys. Yeah, Louis says it's heavily genetically engineered. Not sure what for. Maybe to be flood or drought resistant. Maybe bug resistant. I don't know. Yeah, Louis, I saw this thing a while back, and they actually made it illegal to continue growing the old crop of corn. It was on like some type of Netflix documentary. They made it illegal to continue growing a certain crop of corn, and they made all the farmers switch the crop to this new genetically modified version. You're 100% right, Louis. You're 100% right. And honestly, maybe talking about maybe to be flood resistant and shit like that, or drought resistant, I think those are excuses, bro. I think those are excuses. I don't know why the fucking government poisons us so badly. I honestly don't know why. So just since we're on this topic, boys, if there's one thing I could suggest to you, not MMA related, is to buy organic fruits and vegetables, or don't eat it at all. If you're not buying organic fruits and vegetables, I mean shit, if you're doing it tonight, you know, Juice said he's cooking up corn, so I'm not trying to shit on Juice fucking corn he's about to eat. But like, I'm telling you guys right now, buy organic fruits and vegetables, or don't eat that shit at all. Because if it's not organic, bro, that shit is going to be fucking heavily sprayed with pesticides, and you're literally poisoning your body, bro. You're literally poisoning your body. Hold on. This is what is heavily sprayed on crops, boys. If it's not organic, glyphosate is sprayed on your crops, your fruits and vegetables you're eating, all right? And you're getting poisoned. Glyphosate is a broad-spectrum systematic herbicide and crop desiccant. It is an organophosphorus compound, specifically a phosphonate, which acts by inhibiting the plant enzyme 5, blah, 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 glyphosate-based herbicides, and are used to kill weeds, especially annual broadleaf weeds and grasses that compete with crops. Monsanto brought it to market for agricultural use in 1974 under the trade name Roundup. Monsanto's last commercially relevant United States patent expired in 2000. So yeah, you guys are eating Roundup if you fucking don't buy your vegetables and your fruits organic. I hate to break it to you, but I'm actually just looking out for you guys. I'm actually just looking out for you. You're eating Roundup, okay? You're eating Roundup. And what are the effects of glyphosate? Even rice. If you're buying rice, it has to be organic. It's hard to find. But you're better off not eating that shit. Okay. Glyphosate health risks include potential risk of liver and metabolic disorders, nervous system toxicity, and possible links to non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Although the later is debated, it can also cause immediate effects like skin and eye irritation, nausea, and vomiting if swallowed, as well as respiratory irritation. Some research suggests it may disrupt hormones, alter gut bacteria, and cause DNA damage, with developing children and fetuses being particularly vulnerable. So right here, boys, do you want to disrupt your hormones and alter your gut bacteria? DNA damage? I'm just telling you, boys, I'm looking out. Potential health risks: cancer, nervous system effects, hormonal disruption, DNA and cell damage, gut health, developmental effects in children and fetuses. So if you're pregnant, bro, you cannot, women out there, if your girls are pregnant, you cannot be fucking giving them non-organic fruits and vegetables. And let's just prove it right here. Okay, you guys see this, right? Yes, glyphosate is sprayed on crops in America, including a wide variety of crops like corn, soybeans, wheat, and cotton, as well as fruits, vegetables, and nuts. It is used to kill weeds and is especially common on genetically engineered crops that are resistant to it. Okay? That's why they call it Roundup corn. Roundup Ready corn refers to genetically engineered corn that is tolerant to the herbicide glyphosate. That's why they made Roundup corn. The new corn is Roundup corn. They got rid of the original corn. I'm telling you guys. I'm just telling you guys. Because the other corn that they were making wasn't tolerant to glyphosate. So they ordered the farmers to start switching out their crop so that it could be Roundup Ready corn, which is tolerant to glyphosate. Okay? I'm just helping you guys out. Just helping you guys out. And, you know, there is something else I saw. I don't think he's watching, but if he is watching, shout out to the MMA foo, okay? I met this homie while I was covering a Bellator event last year. So shout out to the MMA foo. But he posted something. They just approved another pesticide to spray on US crops. Damn, homie tweets a lot. I think I might have liked it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The EPA has approved a new pesticide that contains PFAs or forever chemicals to be used on vegetables like lettuce, broccoli, and potatoes. Forever chemicals? I'm telling you, boys, just stop buying non-organic, because I know a lot of people, including people I know who are close to me, they've been told me in the past, that shit's a myth. That shit's a myth. They're just doing that to charge you more money. Listen, bro, it's not a fucking myth. It's not a fucking myth. Don't buy non-organic fruits and vegetables. You're already getting compromised with like cereals and shit, because like we just went over, it's in wheat and shit like that. Okay? Variety of crops like corn, soybeans, wheat, and cotton. What do you think cereal is made out of? Wheat. Okay? They don't really offer organic cereal. What's also cereal made out of? Corn. You know what I mean? They don't offer organic cereal. So just be careful. You are already getting this shit in your diet without even being able to control it. So if you can control it, buy fucking organic fruits and vegetables, boys. All right? Didn't mean to go on that riff. But you know what, boys? We are all going to be better for that. Okay? We're all going to be better for that. Seed oils, also terrible, JP. You feel me? Like don't be taking in no canola oils, and limit that peanut oil and shit like that. Like stick to olive oil, stick to butter, boys. Stick to coconut oil. I'm sorry, Jew. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, bro. I'm sorry. I feel bad about that. I had to spit out my corn right quick. Hey, I'm sorry, Jew. I'm sorry, bro. Shit, I can't say sorry enough. My bad. Jew crying, laughing, though. I see the previous chat. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Let me read some of the chats. Yeah, see, I'm broken too. I'm broken was on a tip before I even wrote it. He goes, FDA just approved 2 pesticides that contain forever chemicals. What the heck happened to make America healthy again? Unbroken. You know what I mean? 100%, brother. You were about 5 minutes ahead of me. I don't mind some vertical corn on a Saturday night at 4 a.m. Good for my jawline. Unbroken, write the drink company, ask them to sponsor or tag them in stream description. Shit, I should start tagging products in the stream description, but I don't got no products to sell you boys. And I feel some type of way about that. I'm not trying to sell you boys anything. Just pure entertainment from me. I think Valentina versus Tom, let's really test her skill, Miata boy. Shit, Valentina, the ultimate woman. Should we put Valentina against Islam Makhachev? Pound for pound number 1 versus pound for pound number 1. Plantain chips better. Shout out Unbroken. Louis says, yeah, I think I heard about that. You have to use a type that a company owns. The seeds you have to buy every year. Yeah, Louis. America dropping a link in the chat. Should I pull it up? The world's strong man wins world's strongest woman in Texas. Damn, okay. All right, you got me. You got me. I'm broken. Shit, this is probably one of the only non-MMA things we're going to continue to talk about, but I feel like you guys are going to like this anyway, so.
I saw a video today. Man wins women's strongest competition in Texas. I don't know if you saw this or not. And the second place, who's a woman, walks off, looks at the guy, shakes her head, and just minds her own business, right? Is that it, Rob? Yeah, can you play that clip?
That's a man, I guess. Shout out to fucking America First.
Look at that. I saw a video today.
That's crazy. We got to get rid of that shit, boys. We got to get rid of that shit. Hashtag stop eating bread from JP Fishing. Yeah, bro. Unfortunately. If you can buy organic bread, you don't have to trip as much. But yeah, man. Yeah. And, you know, to be honest with you guys, I do be eating non-organic bread and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. You can't help but get it in some of the foods you're going to eat on the daily. So it's, you know, it's not being extra by buying organic fruits and vegetables. You're just mitigating, you know what I mean, a lot of the shit that you're already getting as far as non-organic foods are concerned. Pretty soon we'll be eating 3D printed produce. I know, Eric, it's fucking disgusting. We already do, bro. We already do. Like watermelon and shit is already fucked, bro. They be selling fake ass watermelon in certain stores, like Aldi and shit like that. They be selling fake ass watermelon. Monsanto is horrible. From Louis, Larry says there was a massive class action lawsuit done against Monsanto by RFK Jr., but Monsanto has been acquired by Bayer, the pharmaceutical company. You know, I always love an educated fucking homie in the chat. Shout out to Larry. First, they need to separate divisions. It's getting wacky. Yes, then when their seeds affect your organic crop, you have to pay them. From Unbroken. Tom Berry says that shit got chemicals all in it. Never buy organic in bulk. That shit'll be half rotten before you get it home. That is also true. That is also true. America proposes the question, to be honest, how the hell do you really know that you're actually buying organic? I know farmers up north say that organic lands are next to regular farmland. After being sprayed, the wind blows it next door. Shit, I wouldn't deny that, America First. I would not deny that. Unbroken inviting us all over to Sandy Diva Mandela Effects live later tonight. Pull up once the stream ends. Shout out Sandy Diva. USDA gets paid off, money talks. Everybody paid off, bro. It's fucking disgusting. Facts, America. JP says, on the homies, I'ma still eat Wonder Bread even though I shouldn't. I know, homie. Me too. I don't eat Wonder Bread, but I eat fucking regular bagels. And it's the same shit. But JP gonna keep eating his Wonder Bread on the dead homies. Shout out. Shit's a wonder. Tom Berry, that's why all that quote-unquote Beyond Meat and Impossible Meat got pulled. Shit was plants full of Roundup. Damn. Damn. That makes sense, Tom Berry. That makes sense to me. They're not going to be putting organic fucking shit in there. And yeah, it's made out of plants to begin with. Damn, bro. And people think they're being healthy by being vegan and shit like that and eating that. That's crazy. Mark Hatch, what food doesn't have chemicals in it anymore, though? Can't always eat everything organic. No, I know, Mark Hatch. I agree with you. That's why I'm saying when you can control it, you might want to. You know what I mean? If you do have the choice, you might want to pick the organic. Because there's a lot of times where you don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Unbroken says, buy organic that says based in California 1920 law. The USDA organic is sketchy. Okay, interesting. So it's got to say organic Based in California, 1920 law. Okay. Somebody says, Unbroken, but you can rinse and soak in apple cider vinegar to help dissolve them, then rinse. Frankie Cal, depopulation. Can't believe it. They fucking be trying to kill us off. Unbroken, yup, that's the article that I just read yesterday and was citing. I got you, homie, I got you. JP, you wonder why your face pimple and so greasy. Seed oils homes. Nah, shout out, bro. You will notice it. You'll notice it once you fucking step away from a lot of that stuff. Seed oils, non-organic fucking fruits and vegetables. You'll notice a big difference. If you're talking about look smaxing with that Mr. Clavicular guy, that's a good start. Cut out all that non-organic produce and cut out seed oils. And also cut out sugar while you're at it. Also, who the fuck is eating cereal for breakfast, JP? Mostly kids, which is even worse, JP. Mostly kids, which is even worse, bro. You know what I mean? They're so underdeveloped and they're eating that shit. It's crazy. America, look at the cereal that is USDA approved. Tons of sugar that develops diabetes on young children. They're poisoning generation after generation, getting them ready to be lifelong hospital patients. No, they are though, bro. They are. JP says cereal's more like a dessert. I feel that. I feel that. Unbroken. JP, Wonder Bread is one of the worst. It is. I think they got bleach in it, but hey, I'm sure JP already knows that. America first. I'm about to go throw in a bag of popcorn in the microwave right now. I got you, Corn. Critical Health News is a good site for this type of stuff. Jamal says those forever chemicals are in Prime too. Yes, I don't drink Prime. Don't be drinking Prime, boys. Shout out Jamal Witherspoon. Welcome back in the chat tonight, homie. That's a $10 rant right there. Shout out Miata boy. That is, huh? I'm telling you, boys, I be looking out for you, boys. And you don't gotta give me nothing. I do it for you, boys. That's the least I can do for you boys tuning in. Unbroken says, Tubby Virgin gamers eat cereal for breakfast. Read carefully. Lots of cricket flour recently. Stuff that's disgusting, bro. That's what too much corn can do to you. Enter a woman's competition. Yeah, shit. Eating all that non-organic shit will just turn you into a female. Simply put, boys. Eating all that non-organic shit, you're going to turn into a female. That's how much it's going to kill your testosterone and your hormones. Shout out to men. We are too strong. We are. Except for Neon. We don't claim Neon, huh, Markatch? We don't claim Neon after he got beat up by those chicks and those 13-year-olds. And try to avoid gluten, but yes, we can't be perfect all the time. It's true. All you can do is avoid it the best you can, but you know, that's a big step, and that'll help you out a lot. Juice says, I usually stay away from processed foods, eat all organic, and keep it to basic carbs like rice, potatoes. But today I'm cooking it up for Thanksgiving. We doing it today since I work Thursday. Nah, I feel you, Jew. Hey, don't let me get to you, homie. I know you're healthy and shit like that. I know you're on your gym kick, so I know you be fucking just like me, homie, so don't let me get to you. One time, it's not going to kill you. You know what I mean? So today I'm like, fuck it. Hey, Jew, on Thursday, I'm going to be just like that. On Thursday, I'm going to be like, fuck it. And my mom's coming to my house tomorrow. So shit, my mom's not going to be buying all of that organic shit. I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to say fuck it. Only reason Bayer bought Monsanto is because Big Pharma is accepted from lawsuits. Exempted. It's always something, America first. It's always something, and it's never, the deciding factor is never in the best interest of the American people. That's what makes me fucking sick to my stomach, bro. All these fucking decisions are made off of stupid shit like, oh, let's switch from Bayer, or okay, let me say it like this. As Bayer, They said, let's go ahead and buy Monsanto so we can be exempted from fucking lawsuits. Crazy, bro. It's always so disingenuous. Why do they want to buy Monsanto so they can be exempted from lawsuits? Oh, maybe so they can continue to poison the American population without getting sued. Maybe. Maybe. Sick motherfuckers, bro. Fuck Bayer. Fuck Monsanto. Fuck them all. Fuck Big Pharma. Fuck them all. The history of Chiquita Banana is wild. Literally funded a war. Damn. Walmart got cheap organic stuff. Gotta go like a super Walmart, though. I feel you. I feel you, Jew. What about the myth that if you eat a poppy bagel, if you get tested, you will test positive for illegal substance? I remember they used to say that to me when I was younger. I heard about that too, America. But I never looked into it. Sally World is another major coast set up by government. Oh, Wally World. Any food outside of America is quality food. You get what you pay for. You know what's funny, bro? America first. Sometimes when I'm looking for rice and I can't find organic rice, I buy the rice that's from like Japan that was shipped over here. Because Japan doesn't have the same fucking pesticide laws we have. Their shit's 10 times cleaner. So yeah, a lot of the food's out of the US. The US is just killing their citizens, bro. It's crazy. A lot of other countries don't do it this bad. A lot of other countries don't do their citizens this dirty. Unbroken Subway bread literally contains an ingredient used to make rubber soles for shoes. I'm not kidding. They got massive heat for it. Yeah, bro. Yeah. None of this shit surprises me, and I won't be eating Subway ever again. And you know, boys, we haven't even touched on the plastics that are in food. You know what I mean? We haven't even touched on the plastics that are in food that is leached into food from the packaging. Right? So just know that there's that whole thing too, that whole rabbit hole. You know the milk, how they they got to put milk in the plastic carton, right? That plastic carton contains so many fucking plastic chemicals that are forever chemicals. Nobody really knows, but it does exist. All that processed food will give you man boobs. Yeah, it will. You'll be inflamed as fuck, bloated as fuck. Don't get me started on Jack in the Box tacos. Do you really know what one of their ingredients is? Shit, I love Jack in the Box tacos. I'm not even gonna lie to you, America, but I haven't had Jack in the Box in like years. But those Jack in the Box tacos are fucking good with the hot sauce. I mean, you can't really beat it. Even though it's unhealthy, that shit's fucking good. JP says, if you eating cereal rather than eggs for breakfast, call it quits, brother. JP, you on the money, homie. You on the fucking money. Hey, and just a friendly reminder, boys, if anybody's new in the chat that wasn't in here earlier today, check out my pinned comment, join the Discord. That's how you guys are going to get updates on when I'm going live every day, because sometimes the times vary. You can also send me, news articles to react to on the live streams. You can also send me questions to ask fighters, you feel me? So you guys can directly influence the channel by joining the Discord and putting your input in there. I ain't asking you guys for nothing. I'm just giving you guys, you know what I mean, an opportunity to influence the channel. Because we are going to the top, boys. We are. And, I get other people DMing me, telling me, interview this person, interview that person. I have other people DMing me, asking me when I'm going live and shit like that. So that's why the Discord is there. It's an all-in-one stop. We can cover a lot of bases in that. But that was just a side note. JP, wonder why diabetes is high. I know, bro. I know. The MMA. Hey, what up, MMA foo? What up, MMA foo? Hey, shout out the MMA foo. I wasn't even sure if he was in here. What up, homie? Shit. What up, MMA Foo? Everybody say what up to MMA Foo. We got him pinned up here right now. That's so funny. Shout out my boy. MMA Foo, you're part of this rabbit hole, homie. Unbroken says, is the ingredient named after Jon Jones? Unbroken says, Dune popcorn box. Come on, man. Miata boy Jacob talking all this organic stuff, and he slammed a Five Guys meal before the stream. I slammed a Five Guys meal yesterday, but not today. Shit, I'm not swimming in money like that, Miata boy. I ain't swimming in money like that, homie. Tom Berry says he's been consuming mostly amateur corn lately. Jesus Christ. I don't think you're talking about food, Tom Berry. Special edition Dune popcorn box. The fuck is this? Bro, what the hell is this? This looks like a fucking... This does not look like food. This looks like something you stick your you-know-what in. Is this a pocket? Is this a pocket you-know-what? Dude, this gotta be a pocket you-know-what. This doesn't have anything to do with eating popcorn. This is a pocket puss if I ever seen one, boys. This is a pocket puss if I've ever seen one. Unbroken, you sick motherfucker, you. Oh my god. I'm getting out of here. That's insane. When I was in Jon Jones 12-6. What up, Jon Jones 12-6? Welcome back. When I was in Chechnya, Ramzan Kadyrov gave me some good organic food. Chechnya has better food than America. Ramzan Kadyrov is second on the GOAT list, right behind me, Jon Jones. Welcome to the chat, Jon Jones. You guys know Jon Jones got me blocked on Instagram. Someone tell him to fucking unblock me. Well, shit, I got him in the chat. Jon Jones, please unblock me on Instagram, homie. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it when I reposted the video of Rampage Jackson insinuating that you might be, you know what. I didn't mean it. Please unblock me. Walmart, Playboy, Sam's Club have all ties with military and CIA connection. That's why they've been allowed to get so big. Playboy. Mark catches Playboy. Drew says, I heard Taco Bell uses ground beef that's dried out like dog food. Bro, I feel like I heard somewhere their ground beef barely contains actual beef. It's like, I don't know, maybe 50% beef, 50% beef filler. You feel me? You're not even getting like 100% beef in that Taco Bell beef, I promise you. It's a lot of beef filler. On top of that, it's all in this big old plastic bag, and they drop that plastic bag into a fucking pot of boiling water. That's how they cook it. So you're getting beef filler and plastic. You're probably getting more of that than you are fucking ground beef, Jew. Isn't that crazy? But you know what? Shout out Taco Bell. I love me a bean and cheese burrito every now and then. That's what I'm saying. You know, I ain't perfect. Larry, microplastics, those black meal box plastics leach toxic chemicals like flame retardants and heavy metals since they are mostly made from recycled electronic waste. Jacob, look into Hugh Hefner ties with child trafficking. It will blow your mind. All right, America First. I got you. I got you. G says, we all with the healthy shit, but then we got motherfuckers like Carlos Prates who smoke a pack of cigarettes a day and eat shit like a Nutella cake. Literally, on fight week 2, nonetheless. On fucking fight week 2. He be smoking like, he probably reduces, he goes from a pack a day during fight week to like half a pack a day. And then he be eating Nutella fucking cakes. Insanity. Shout out Carlos Prates. I don't know what kind of nutritionist he got. Jacob, ask a fighter that he say fake illusions that were actually drones if he would think they were real. Also ask if they turn their taco to eat it, or does the taco make them turn? Let me see. I think I would turn the taco to eat it, Rhett. I think I turn the taco to eat it. That's a great question, though. You know what I mean? I never thought about something like that, Rhett. Shout out to Rhett. Basically, do they dominate the taco or does the taco dominate them? I do the dominating, Rhett. I do the fucking dominating. Same shit with pancakes and waffles. Same shit, different hole, my guy. I feel it. I feel it. All that shit got the fucking bad stuff in it, but I do be eating it. I do be eating it. I like a pancake. Waffles. I really only like Eggo waffles, bro. I don't like those thick ass fucking waffles that are like brown and shit. Not my cup of tea. It's too bready. But I do fuck with an Eggo waffle. In fact, like 6 with some butter and Aunt Jemima syrup. Shit, you can't go wrong, boys. You cannot go wrong. Shout out everybody in the chat, by the way. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody watching. You boys be loving these fucking rants. And you know what? I love it too. Hey, Sunday night, I was defending Paddy Pimblett for his world title shot. Monday night, I was solving the world's problems. And tonight, boys, I'm on my healthy tip. We going against the fucking FDA, all right? Tonight, I'm battling the fucking FDA. Shit. Me for president, boys. Me for president. Jon Jones says, I'll never unblock you. You support Tom Aspinall. We can never be friends. Damn. Shout out Jon Jones 12-6. Oh yeah, Miata Boy, Yaroslav Amosov, he's been officially signed to the UFC. Shout out to Miata Boy for always getting us back on track. We do got Yaroslav. Let's go to my boy Big Marcel. Everybody know Big Marcel, right? All the homies know Big Marcel. Come on now. Yep, here it is. Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. Now, don't be writing off Neil Magny yet, boys. Okay? This is a tailor-made Neil Magny win right here. Am I promising you a win? No. But this is tailor-made. A tailor-made matchup for fucking Neil Magny. And you boys fucking know it. Also, Yaroslav Amosov coming off of a loss to Jason Jackson. Okay, Jason Jackson. And I mean, I'm going to ask you guys a question. How far do you think Jason Jackson would make it in the UFC? Right? How far? Okay, so he did turn around and fight Curtis Millender in CFFC, but Curtis Millender, ever since he left the UFC, he's just been beating up on fucking nobodies. So this isn't a respectable win. Carlos Millender has just been beating up on nobodies since he left the UFC. It's weird as fuck, actually. It's actually super weird. It's actually super weird. He been fighting nobodies ever since he got cut from UFC. Like, never even re-signed, really, to a major promotion. Look, he did for a little bit, like Bellator for 3 fights, PFL for 2, and then he just went on to fighting absolute bums and nobodies. Like in these no-name promotions. I don't get it. I don't get this guy Curtis Millender at all. If you guys know, you know. But yeah, Marcel Dorff reported Neil Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. Should we see the comments? What did Neil do to have the UFC hate him? Why the short notice? I was really hoping for Buckley, but I think this is a good first test to really see his ceiling, especially after the recent signings from PFL haven't had much success. I'm going to say it, Buckley would fucking kill Yaroslav Amosov. You guys want to see a body in the octagon? Put Buckley in there. Yaroslav Amosov is getting flatlined. Okay? Flatlined. Ben Davis, fuck. Fuck what? Sorry, Neil Magny is a tough motherfucker. Everybody counting off fucking Neil Magny. Except for this homie who actually knows MMA. Put the house on Magny. Yeah, bro. The man got knocked out by a sprawl. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Yaros. Yeah. You see it right there. He got knocked out by a sprawl.
Ladies and gentlemen, and he got caught and dropped.
So, Jason Jackson. No offense, Jason Jackson. I'm not going to say much, but if you guys are on the same tip as me, I'm sure you're thinking what I'm thinking. So disrespectful towards Magny. Everybody, RIP Neil Magny, the Jon Jones of Paul Craig's. Honestly, boys, keep the same energy when Magny fucking finishes this dude. Keep that same energy when Magny finishes this dude. Magny would beat the shit out of... Oh, I don't want to fucking be so disrespectful. But you guys know what I want to say. Magny versus Jason Jackson. Come on. Come on. Jason Jackson just knocked out this dude with a sprawl. Okay? Everybody sleeping on Neil Magny. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. On the ultimate of all gatekeepers. This is the gatekeeper of all gatekeepers. Okay? The top gatekeeper. Neil fucking Magny. Alright? Put some respect on his name. John Tom will beat you with just one eye. We all need the Alistair Overeem horse meat diet. I still never tried horse meat. Rhett says, Perry, grapple my cousin in BJJ. He's an MMA fighter undefeated at 5-0 with 0% finish rate. How big is he? How big is he, Rhett? You got to give me his height and weight. I'm just afraid he might be a little bit too small for me is all. JP, canned tuna, basically cat food, but I eat this shit every day. I like that canned chicken, to be honest with you boys. America, Hugh Hefner used to be a pilot for the military. Once he got big and was able to afford his own planes, who do you think would fly those missions? Damn. Shout out Hugh Hefner. I'm not exactly sure, America First. I'm not exactly sure. Jon Jones says, I will eye poke Tom Quitspinall without him even fighting. Or without even fighting him. Rhett, you have a clip to show from YouTube? Shit, let's see it, Rhett. I showed you a clip earlier. The tunnels in the Playboy Mansion to America. Oh my god. The hell? Messi's diet was pizza and Sprite. No, I get it. It's a bit of both for me. No, I be eating my pizza and fucking Sprite too. I love Sprite. Big Marcel is the G. YS from Japan, y'all. What up, YS from Japan? Shout out Japan. Marcel is a G. Shout out Marcel. Allen versus Gene Silva in the works for UFC 324. That's right. But not a main event, right? Can't be a main event. Okay, yeah, not headlining. Just targeted for UFC 324. Okay. But this dipshit reported yesterday that Gamrot versus Arnold Allen was in the works. Jesus Christ. Banger, Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva is in the works for UFC 324 this January. First card on the Paper Mount era. Yeah. So no main event, but shit. You know what I mean? Allen versus Silva, I'm down. I'm down. I think Arnold Allen going to beat Gene Silva's ass. That's what I think. Bro, my trap's giving out again, boys. Ugh. Rhett knows, Perry, let's be real. Armon is top 20 and John Pork would fuck you up. JK, you would 10-8 Shanko in all rounds, but would get robbed because of biased Abu Dhabi judges. You know what, Rhett? I appreciate the confidence, but I will agree with you. John Pork probably fucking me up, homie. He's fucking Islam Makhachev's sparring partner. However, this motherfucker right here.
А ты же кулак даже.
And this stupid motherfucking gray beard right here, I'm knocking them both out in the same night. Come see me, I said. Come see me. You want to get so handsy out here in America, come see me, homie. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to put you in your place, graybeard. Let's get money. America First, what happened to the eggs and rice? Oh, I be eating eggs and rice, America First, every day. That was my breakfast. 3 eggs and rice and a sweet potato. Then before the stream, I had a cream cheese bagel and some scrambled eggs on the side. That's literally what I ate. Jacob, do you think you beat BDE? That ain't the fucking initials, Rat. You mean BSD? Nah, bro. I'm gonna give respect to BSD. But I'm knocking this dude out for damn fucking sure. This dude's a coward. Scales the octagon, punches McGregor when he's not even looking. Fucking beating up on Dillon Danis's soft ass homie. Yeah, you like to beat up on people. Bully them. Come bully me, homie. Eggs and moose meat is peak. Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking good. Jacob, do you beat Amosov? Nah, I'm gonna give these guys respect, bro. But, I'll tell you who I probably would beat. All I gotta do is get a takedown on him and I would win the fight 100,000%. I'm talking about Junior Taffa. Junior Taffa gotta be one of the worst signees of the last fucking decade. And I believe all I gotta do is take his dumb ass down and I'm beating him. So if you guys want to know a UFC fighter who I think I would beat, yeah, Justin Taffa. Some of the worst grappling that has ever graced the UFC octagon. Some of the worst fucking grappling that's ever graced the UFC octagon. Insanity. Unbroken, did you say who your favorite Muay Thai / one fighter was? I missed the answer. My favorite one fighter is going to be Christian Lee. He's like the most accomplished over there. Muay Thai. I used to like Superlek. I used to like Joe Nottawat. You know what I mean? Joe Nottawat is another good one. He's older now, though. But Joe Nottawat I was a fan of. Superlek. Not really the biggest Rod Tang fan, you feel me? He's cool. I like Superlek more. Damn, America First. I'm not going to pull this up on here just because of the, you know, it's got some CP. You feel me? But I'll look that up on my own time. I just pinned it in my browser that you guys can't see. Hold on, I'm trying to copy it. Damn, I know this lady. Brooke Shields. I'm gonna read this later. I don't think the boys are gonna want me to read this, so I'll read it later. But shout out America First. Thanks for dropping links, homie. He's 6'2", 185. Shit, sounds like perfect. Perfect for me. Rhett, perfect. Line him up, Rhett. Line him up. Jacob vs. Rhett Cousin LFG filmed with drone monsters surrounding. Shout out to Rhett. Shout out to Unbroken. JP, I'll give moose meat for free. It's how we do it in Canada. Bro, I wish I had a neighbor who would hook me up with some moose meat. Miata Boy says, Neil, I'll fraud check them Magni. That's a fact, though. That's a fucking fact. America First says Hugh Hefner's name's on the Epstein list. I bet. Larry Magny, top 3 craftiest vets. Yeah, bro. Put respect on Neil Magny's name. I'm glad all you guys do. Neil should go for the BMF belt. Shout out to fucking Neil. Winningest welterweight in UFC history. Most wins ever. You should go to Clearwater, Florida. I heard if you go there, you can easily get signed to UFC. I used to want to be a fucking UFC fighter till I found out how much they make. Then I was like, damn, bro. That's real, too. I used to want to be a UFC fighter. Why you guys think I do this shit? Just search Operation Baby Lift and Hefner Vietnam. Real weird shit. Okay, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole later, boys. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole later. I'm pasting these links in my fucking... in my private browser. Unbroken says, tomorrow we do is Paul McCartney alive or dead. Shout out the Beatles, bro. Beatles are the GOATs. Lucas Tracy MMA has retired again because he's in Clearwater, Florida, drinking a mango lassi. You use all the yolks or egg whites? Unbroken, I just go all yolk, bro. I just go all yolk. I just go all yolk, homie. But people who go like 5 eggs, okay, here's a fair warning. If you be doing like 5 eggs, you might want to leave out a couple yolks. You know what I mean? That's a little bit too much fat. But like for me, I consider the fact that I'm doing the yolks, so I will max run like 3 eggs. Max run 3 eggs per meal. But like when I did the bagel with 2 eggs on the side, like, bro, if I just do bagel and 2 eggs, just egg whites, it's not enough. It's not enough food. America First, I was truly surprised Oliveira beat Gamera. I know a lot of people were. I wasn't surprised, but I know a lot of people were. He was riding that hype, that's why Gamera. No shade, Mango Lassie allowed here. Everybody's allowed here. Everybody's allowed here. Lucas Tracy retreat is in Clearwater, Florida. What is this what is this Lucas Tracy retreat? Thai iced tea. Thai tea is good. Superlek just fought a few weeks ago. Yeah, I fuck with Superlek. Why can't you show us Carlos Prates? I mean, I can. There's nothing wrong with Carlos Prates, Jon Jones. Yeah, Jon Jones, what the fuck you saying, homie? I tried rattlesnake salad once. Rhett says, realistic Jacob career. America First revealing the truths on side right here. He is. America First be exposing a lot of truths. Give me till 24. 6 Bomba Claw egg. America First says, a while back around summertime, I ran into Brian Ortega at Home Depot in San Pedro. Really cool guy, much respect. Sadly, he's never been the same after the Volk fight IMO. Shout out Brian Ortega, man. T-City Ortega. What a good guy. Definitely leave out a few yolks. They taste like Jon Jones. Lucas Tracy got caught in Clearwater, Florida for what? Lucas is hosting a boxing league in Clearwater, Florida. Jacob, this is your time to shine. Shit. It's only a matter of time, boys. You want to see it, I want to do it. You want to see it, I want to do it. It's only a matter of time, boys. But to be honest with you, if you want my honest take, we got to keep getting these numbers up. We got to keep getting these numbers up until it gets to a point where you boys are spamming me and these guys group chat and these guys chats just like you're doing in my chat. Okay? That's what you guys got to do. You got to go spam me in someone else's chat. You feel me? I see you guys spamming Lucas Tracy in here, but you guys got to go to Lucas Tracy's chat and start spamming me in there. You feel me? You guys got to go to Guru's chat and start spamming me in there. That's going to make it happen. You can keep doing it here too. Nothing wrong with that. But you also got to let them know what you want to see. Okay? You got to let them know what you want to see. And I know what you boys want to see. Oh, yeah. Did you get to see Energy's take on the rankings? I didn't. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, we're going to end on this topic. We're going to get this shit off my fucking screen. This guy hugging his fucking girl. Okay, you wanted me to look up, what's his name again? Charles Johnson. Lucas is the mayor of Clearwater. So we have Lucas Goblins here. Lucas Tracy still selling his cookbook. Damn, what the hell? Why he be selling a cookbook, boys? Shit, I'll give you fucking info for free. Why? I ain't gonna sell you boys shit. I'm gonna give you info for free. Okay, so let's see what this whole conversation is about. Okay, so new rankings update. Horiguchi enters number 8 at flyweight. And Charles Johnson moves down 1 spot. I mean, first of all, it's not that big of a deal, bro. I'm going to say that right away. Like, Charles moving down 1 spot. What's the big deal? Like, what's the big deal? But anyway, he goes, so based on these ranking movements, when I beat my next opponent, I should be in top 5, right? I hate how it seems that American fighters don't get movement or push in rankings like these other guys who do equivalent or less work. Honestly, bro, I don't see the issue. I don't see the issue. I know Kyoji might have got a pretty high spot, but regardless, Tagir was ranked 11, okay? So with Kyoji's win over Tagir, Charles Johnson was moving down regardless. You feel me? Because Kyoji went from unranked to ranked. So that means you got to shift the rankings and move them all down. And Tagir was ranked above Charles to start. So I don't really see a big issue with it. If I'm just keeping it a buck, like, who cares? He went from 13 to 14, like, or 12 to 13, like, big whoop. Like, and I think paying attention to all these politics as far as just moving down one ranking, you're better off spending your mental energy elsewhere. Just my opinion. Like, I love Charles Johnson. I respect him. I like watching him fight. But it's like, why are we going to trip over you dropping down one fucking spot, bro? It ain't that big of a deal. Like, I wouldn't even waste any brain power on it. You know what I mean? Here he is, reposting 1 tweet, 2 tweets, 3 tweets, another repost. So it's like, I don't know. You only dropped down 1 ranking. In other news, Charles moved down in the rankings and Loner moved up. Honestly, what are we doing? I mean, I get it, but like, Loner only entered at 15. The dude you just knocked out, like, who cares? Like, if they would have put Loner ahead of you, okay, that would have been some disrespect. But, you know, I don't know. Am I tripping? Is it justice for Charles, boys? Shit. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Charles going to go in, knock out his next opponent, and he's going to get a jump in the rankings, bro, depending on who he fights. Charles goes for context. When I was ranked number 12 and lost to an unranked fighter, Temirov, by decision, I dropped 4 spots out of rankings. Tagir gets finished by unranked Kyoji and drops 1 spot. Meanwhile, Kyoji jumps 4 spots up from the opponent he beat, and Alex drops 4, losing a lateral fight. Listen, the rankings don't make that much sense. You know, this tweet, I do understand what Charles Johnson's saying. Like, I get what he's saying. I'm not even going to refute it or say he's full of shit. Like, I get what he's saying. He's making sense. You feel me? Charles is making sense. But there's nothing he can do about it. No amount of tweets are going to change what happened. You know what I mean? Nothing. And like I said, whoever Charles gets next, get a good dub, bro. All you can do is do your best, man. All you can do is do your best. And the things that are outside of your control, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. I wouldn't even worry about it. I feel like drawing attention and complaining about it might even do you less favors than if you just ignored it and acted like you never saw it. That's me, you know, just keeping it a buck. They don't want to see us win, but they will see us win. Yes, they will, Charles. As soon as you get back in the cage, they will see that. 100%. Shout out to Charles Johnson, man. Shout out to Charles Johnson. Don't lose sleep over that, brother. Don't lose sleep over that. You're all good. It don't fucking matter. If they give you Kyoji Horiguchi, you know what to do. You know what I mean? Go knock the next motherfucker out and make yourself undeniable. Just like you did to Loner Kavanaugh. Keep doing it. Okay. That's pretty much the news for today. I'll read a few things real quick. Juice says, yeah, for a while he was a grifter with his keto cookbook, and they were like basic recipes with clean ingredients. Sounds lame as fuck, Jew. Sounds lame as fuck, bro. Damn, I didn't know that about him. You guys will never see me doing shit like that. I promise you. That sounds lame as fuck. Louis says he actually does have a cookbook. Lame as fuck. Drew should get a photo with a Doberman. I like it. Drew says, I think he charged like $20 for his cookbook. Oh, man. Shout out to Lucas Tracy, I guess. I never watched one of his videos, boys, if I'm being real. I never watched one of Lucas Tracy's videos. Volk has the cookbook. I would buy Volk's cookbook. I ain't buying fucking Lucas Tracy's cookbook. Everyone comes out with a cookbook and coffee now. I know. Larry says, valid. I do think Johnson deserves a higher rank, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. I don't think he got disrespected too much. You know what I mean? The problem is, here's the problem. Is Kyoji went from unranked to ranked. You feel me? So they had to move some of them down, I guess. My main question is, why did they fucking move Loner Kavanagh up from being unranked? Like, who did they kick out of the rankings and put Loner Kavanagh in with? You feel me? Like, who did Loner Kavanagh replace in the rankings? That's what I'm trying to say. Louis says, the rankings are whatever the UFC wants it to be. There is no fairness in the system. Yeah, and it barely even, like, plays into effect who gets fights and shit like that. As we're seeing with Armand and Patty right now. It's not like it's a deciding factor to get fights. You feel me? There's so many other boxes that the fighter needs to check other than being ranked number one. Look at Sean Brady. Okay? So that's what I'm saying with Charles Johnson. Don't trip too much on that ranking, bro. In fact, that's counterintuitive. You know, focus on checking all the other boxes that'll get you a title shot. Not because he's gonna be fucking. I can already see it now. You know what I mean? Charles gonna put all his focus and energy in being number one ranked contender, and then he's gonna be pissed off and confused if he doesn't get the title shot. And look at what just happened to Sean Brady. That's why you gotta look at Sean Brady and learn the lesson, bro. You know what I mean? It's not about the rankings. It's really not. Like, not at all, bro. Not at all. Look at Patty, number 5 ranked, and we're talking about Patty getting a title shot over Armand. Why? Because Patty checks all the boxes aside from being the number 1 ranked contender. Food for thought. Like, the rankings don't mean shit, bro. In fact, you could find yourself at number 1 ranked if that's all you put your focus into and still not get the title shot. Shout out Sean Brady. Shout out my boy Sean Brady. Okay? Shout out Sean Brady once again. Larry, for real, that ain't going to do him no favors with the company. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even matter, bro. JP Fishing says Charles is done in the division. Larry says Skullet Gang. Shout out to Skullet Gang. All right, boys. 3 hours, 34-minute stream. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We will be back live again tomorrow. Okay? But I'll warn you guys, if you sense any off energy, that would be because my mom might be at my house. Okay? So, yeah. I might just have to tone it down a little bit because my mom's at my house. But it's Thanksgiving week, boys. It's Thanksgiving week. So once again, shout out to all you guys watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. You know what I mean? Like the video if you didn't like the video. But shit, I got 27 likes. I'm happy with that. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Peace out, JP. Peace out, Larry. Peace out, Louie. Peace out, Unbroken. Peace out, Jew. Peace out, fucking Rhett. Peace out, America First. Peace out, Jon Jones. Peace out, motherfucking Miata Boy. All right, everybody in the chat. Thanks, everybody, for always tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.